Broadcasting live from Holdrege, Nebraska, the home of the Dusters. Kicks 96.1, highplanesradio.net, the KICX app, and the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Rich Barnett, Bob Galkey, our great, fantastic cameraman Cole Barnett made the trip with us today. We're ready for Bison basketball. Bob, here we go. Bison and the Dusters. Lady Bison get the opener. They'll try to bounce back after a tough one with Kearney Catholic last night.
Yeah, it was just excruciating to watch. You know, basically ahead for 90% of the game, and then within the last 2 minutes, things kind of turned, and then had some turnovers, costly turnovers in the last minute or so. But again, boy, they had that game ripe for the pick and Rich and just could not close it out. And I'll tell you what, the ladies got to be tired. They pressed most of the game last night too. So let's hope they've got some gas left in the tank, as they say.
Yep, and I heard you guys talk about this morning. It was kind of a football game last night. It was a physical son of a gun, wasn't it?
Yeah, and unfortunately for Kearney Catholic, they took the worst of it as far as a couple of actually one mildly serious, not serious injury, but again broken finger for Carly Squires, their all-world setter in my opinion. But again, she's had a nice season. Again, it was physical down there. Tori Hahn and London Carnes were going at it down in the post. I mean, it was a tough game. Points were at a premium. And again, McCook could never, they got ahead 2, 3, 4, maybe most of the game and stuff, but just could never get any knockout punches. And again, certain fouls and turnovers on both teams. Shooting percentage will be nothing anybody's going to brag about with that game. But boy, oh boy, that just would have been a really good one for the Lady Bison to get.
This one would be a good one to get as well, because this is it for the pre-Christmas schedule. You don't play again until, January 3rd against Broken Bow. You've got a long stretch here with no ball games, no holiday tournaments this year. McCook opted not to play in the city's Cabela's tournament this year, along with some other teams. That's down to a 2-team tournament. Instead of a 3-team tournament. You and I went out there last year and had a good time, but they opted not to do it this year. So you'd love to have some good vibes going into the holiday break.
Yeah, exactly. No, keep kind of trying to keep some sharpness there. And, I'm sure different teams have different theories about how much they want to or not want to play during that break. Some teams it's probably advantageous to not have anything going to heal up some folks. And, there's the typical December, January type flus and sicknesses and those kind of things. But still, again, it's just interesting. It was a lot of fun out there. There was some good competition out there in Sydney, by the way, last year, too. Several good games. So, again, yeah, every team kind of has their individual choices, what they decide they want to do with something like that. So, again, yeah, both of these teams, as far as I know, they'll be just letting it all hang out because, frankly, you can rest for the next, whatever it is, 8 days or whatever. So, again, I'm anticipating a heck of a good effort. Both teams certainly think they can win this game. Holdrege had a tough time with Gothenburg last night, but no shame in that. That's a state tournament, second place in volleyball. So they certainly have good athletes, and that was not the most competitive game for Holdrege last night, but they're very young. So, again, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. They might be able to bounce back a little easier than McCook because, then again, they were not in a dogfight like McCook was.
Holdrege has Lexington coming up on Tuesday, so they have one more game before the break. So they have the Minute Maids coming up, and a Minute Maid team that, if you've been following the scores, they don't have many girls out at all, and they have been taking some really big-time tough matchups this year. I don't think they've Minute Maids have won a game yet. Anyway, that's on Tuesday for Holdrege. First things first, lineups, the Dusters and the Lady Bison. You got them.
Go ahead. We'll go ahead and go with McCook first since they are the visitor, and they'll be in their road. It's looking like black with the red trim and the white numbers. They'll go, I believe, with the same starters as last night. Kennedy Walter, 5'8" senior. Brooklyn Gillen, 5'6" sophomore. Tori Hahn, 5'9" senior. Joy Rippon, also a 5'9" senior. And Shauna Wilkinson, a 5' senior. For the Dusters, Lady Dusters, they're going to go with Brady Medina. She is a 5'8" senior. She'll be joined by McKenna Fulmer. That's a tough matchup for McCook. She's a nice player. She's a 5'6" junior. Carson Sundquist is a 5'7" freshman. Keely Vaughn is a 5'6" sophomore. And Emily Stutzman is a 5'3" freshman as well. So, again, you're starting one senior, a junior, a sophomore, and 2 freshmen, Rich. And, again, talking with a couple of the folks outside here, they are an extremely young team. They have some nice players. I think some of the folks are pretty optimistic for them. But, again, Holdrege also plays a pretty salty schedule. So, again, they're meeting all the heavyweights in C1, and then they jump up to B occasionally as well. So, again, they're going to take their lessons. And, again, you would think certainly the experience edge goes to McCook tonight.
Bison Sports kind of wrapping up with this one. I know down the road down in Cambridge, Cambridge. You got the I think girls JV wrestling's going on today. The Fran Jorgensen invite. Bison wrestlers are supposed to be up to Valentine today for the final day of that meet, but we know what's up north with all that snow, and then that thing got canceled altogether. Nobody went to that meet.
I thought it was rescheduled for June 15th. So.
Sometime in the summertime, because it always gets canceled every single year.
Yeah, he's got some nice stories about trips, Mr. Umscheid, on that one, or Coach Umscheid.
No question about it. The Bison Swimmers and Divers had their final pre-Christmas meet again on Thursday with their final meet. So getting ready to go from McCook and Holdrege. I'm anxious for the boys matchup as well. Bison boys had a nice win last night. The Holdrege boys had a tough loss and a tight one with Holdrege too.
Yeah, again, as I kind of mentioned on the way down here, it looks like we might be getting ready for the anthem here before the game. But yeah, Holdrege boys led the entire game last night until the last 2 minutes also against Gothenburg. Did not score for the last 4 minutes of the game.
Take a break. We'll have the tip-off. McCook and Holdrege coming up after the break here on Kicks 96.1. Rich and Bob back here at Holdrege, KICX, Kicks961, HighPlainsRadio.net, the KICX app, and the Kicks961 YouTube channel. We only got to wish that TJ Weimer sits down during the game, because if he doesn't, he takes up half the court.
Okay, let's not pick on our own fans now.
And then you got Tom right in front of him. Those Weimer's brothers take up half the court if they stand the whole game.
We're gonna have to get them at Sainers and explain how we do this thing.
Anyway, ready for basketball here shortly. Halftime, got a treat coming up at halftime of the girls' game. We will be talking with former McCook High School track and field standout and now a freshman at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln on the Husker track and field team, Emma Dutton, watching little sister Sienna here, and Dad's here as well. And Emma, I texted her. I said, hey, you're here. Can we talk track and field at halftime? She said, no problem. So
I'm being bumped? Is that what you're telling me?
Just for a half.
Come on.
Just for a half. Just for a half.
For an all-world athlete? Oh, I'm insulted.
My gosh, when it comes to track and field, you know my love for track and field. I love me some track and field. Cannot wait. Bison boys just got here. Of course, the JV game was across the way. One of the other gyms, not for sure how that went. I know the Lady Bison lost a tough one. They were down big when we got here. Fought their way back and lost by 7, 34-27.
Yeah, exactly. He had cut it to 4 points at one point in time, too. So, again, yeah, nice effort by them. Just dug too big a hole to get out of.
Yep. Here we go. Bison and the Dusters once again from Holdrege, Nebraska. Kicks 96.1, highplainsradio.net, the KICX app, and our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. I've got the pro cameraman over here, Mr. Barnett, to help me out. Said, please, Cole, come to the game with us. Don't make me do all this.
Well, and again, I'll tell you what, the Lady Bison, just looking out on the court, are probably relieved to see no 6-footers out there for Holdrege after dealing with London Carnes and, again, Carly Squires from last night. So, again, Tori Hahn wins the tip.
Here we go. Lady Bison going right to left in the offense. Shauna Wilkinson, Kennedy Walter against an early zone look. Brooklyn Gillen has it. A little 1-3-1 little matchup here. Tori Hahn kick out Shauna Wilkinson. Skip pass. Ripping good ball movement now. Gillen. We're underway. McCook and Holdrege first quarter of the girls matchup. Skip pass. Wilkinson bombs a three. It's going to be off the mark. Backside rebound. Backside by Medina. But she fell down of a tie-up. Our first jump ball. Holdrege will get it back.
Yeah, again, Lady Bison last night, too, were very aggressive on both sets of boards, offense and defense. And, again, 2 players there to try and get the ball back for them on that missed shot.
And no big surprise, going full court pressure and see if the Holdrege girls, youngins, can handle the pressure in backcourt. And guess what? Piper Wells is starting the game instead of somebody else. And that's not what Coach Runcie texted me. So he made a change. So we got Wells in there. And we'll see who she's starting for. Anyway, 1-3-1 zone look as the Holdrege turn the ball over. Gillen has a baseline. Left side corner, high post now. Joy Rippon would get the high post. It's a lot of options open. We got it. Ball hit loose. Our second jump ball in 45 seconds.
Yeah,
is that going to be a trend?
Well, and again, Joy Rippon gets the ball at the free throw line right in the middle of it. But again, 3 players collapse on her there to get the tie up for Holdrege.
You get that ball at the free throw line. You turn around and look for your options. Baseline, wings. Somebody's got to be open.
It's got to go quick.
Rippon has it out front. No score early once again. First quarter from the Holdrege High School gym. Brooklyn Gillen left side now. Kennedy Walter. Joy Rippon top of the circle. The swing on right side now to Wilkinson. Walter, long three, top of the circle, rimmed in and out. Rebound, Tori Hahn, nice job being on the boards that time for the offensive putback.
Well, again, she's salivating at this point, Rich. I mean, dealing with 6 foot and 6'2". Today's going to be easy for her.
Dusters break the pressure. The lob is over the head of Medina. Saved out of bounds off Holdrege last. Piper Welsh went after it and chased it down, but turnover going back to McCook.
Yeah, the press working what it's supposed to for McCook here. Lady Bison have kind of been very aggressive, and Holdrege had a little bit of trouble getting set up and breaking the press.
Bison have the basketball in the half court as Holdrege stretches out that 1-3-1 zone look. Gillen and Kennedy Walter near that 10-foot volleyball line out front. Joy Rippon thought about pulling the trigger on the 3. Wilkinson right side, 2-0 Lady Bison. They dump it down to Hahn. Backside pass, the top pass went wide of Kennedy Walter. Turnover back to Holdrege.
Yeah, that time too, Tori Hahn might have been better just to pivot towards the basket rather than trying to make that baseline pass. But again, she's going to get her opportunities down low this game.
Piper Wells has it. Now we'll go sideline. Nice job cutting it off by Kennedy Walter. Forces the turnover. Lead pass, Shauna Wilkinson. Layups on the way in good. Bison lead at 4-0.
Definitely a nice start, different than last night.
2 minutes gone. This pressure is, again, with the freshmen and some sophomores in there having some issues, but they break it this time. Got a 3-on-2 the other way, and it's going to be a little walking violation. A little bunny hop out top of the circle by Keely Vaughn that time, and the Bison forced another turnover. Yeah,
Lady Bison continued to remain aggressive, and why not? The way that this has started off. Now, Gracie Weimer is going to give Shauna Wilkinson a quick break. But again, keep up the press. Holdrege is not doing anything other than meeting McCook a little bit past half court. 4-0 ball game. Bison right to left in the offense. Brooklyn Gillen baseline. Hahn. They have Weimers in that post as well. Out front now to Rippon.
Joy looking, and gets that 1-3-1 zone look. Skip pass now to Walter, top of the circle. Come back here near side of Tori Hahn. Far side now Brooklyn Gillen. 4-0 Lady Bison. Baseline Weimers is tipped. She a good catch on the recovery. Brooklyn Gillen jumpers on the way, rolls off rebound. Weimers won't put it back, but she'll dribble out of traffic. Second chance, McCook wide open. Hahn layups on the way and good as Holdrege left her that time.
Yeah, again, everybody kind of, I think, lost who they were guarding, and Tori Hahn just basically got the pass, turned around, and laid it in. So, again, Lady Bison, boy, can't ask for a better start than this.
And hanging around in that full court pressure as Kennedy Walter got a hand in the passing lane. As Bison just shuffling players a little bit, keeping people fresh. Wilkinson didn't sit very long. She'll check back in, and Hahn will set. Timeout, Holdrege. Bison up 6-0. We're back after a quick break. It's Bison basketball. Kicks 96-1. Good start, Lady Bison, here in the first quarter, Bob. 6-0 lead. Full court pressure doing its job, and Holdrege even having a tough time getting in their half court.
Well, exactly. I'm not so sure. Like I said, they might have had one shot at the basket so far. So, again, they're going to pick them up that way and keep this pressure on, I'm sure.
Dusters against full court pressure. Bison drop back, playing with the man-to-man as Brooklyn Gillen picks up Keenly Vaughn across the timeline. Dusters, there's just their second time in the half court offense. Baseline jumpers on the way, missed it. Piper Wells put back bullet, missed the second one, got fouled in the play. Wells short on the first one, got her own rebound. It'll be a two-shot foul for Piper Wells.
Yeah, right spot at the right time for her. Just got the easy putback. Should have probably made the first one, but again came up short on that, and now she'll get 2 free throws.
And Wells at the free throw line. First foul of the ball game called against Kennedy Walter. Yeah. First team foul against either team as Wells hits the first. She'll get one more.
Rims off.
1 of 2 at the free throw line. Holdrege on the board, 6-1 Lady Bison. Score update brought to you by MMB Bank.
Woo-hoo.
Ripping 3 balls on the way, right side, shot it short, long rebound, comes out to Medina, and then a foul's going to be called against Ribbon, who hung around. That's 2 quick ones on McCook.
Yeah, again, Lady Bison just keeping that aggressive 80-foot defense up, and they had a number of fouls, again, on, far from their own basket last night as well.
Off the inbounds, nice shot. Gracie Weimer's got a pass in the lane, almost had a steal. I like to see McCook, nothing against the three-point shot, but I think they can have their way around that page, don't you?
Yeah, again, between Tori Hahn, Gracie Weimers, again, they've got some Enjoy Rippin. If she decides to go down low, again, they've got a little bit of an advantage there.
Tori Hahn will check back in. Weimers will sit. It's 6-1. McCook with the lead. Back to the full court pressure. Holdrege with the basketball. Dusters and a steal by Walter. Nearly a steal that time. Just couldn't quite chase it down. Holdrege getting back.
Well, and again, I have no idea how the game went other than the final score last night for the Lady Dusters, but I assume Gothenburg had to press them as well.
Yep. The score a little lopsided in that one. Sweet's a pretty good team. McCook will see them after New Year's. Bison with man-to-man pressure. Half court set once again. Once again for Holdrege. Top of the circle, it's Wells. They'll swing it out right side. Officials in the way. That's Vaughn. Vaughn in the move. Nice shot. Brooklyn Gillen stopped it. Popped it. Threes on the way. Missed a long rebound. Nice shot. Walter fighting for the position against Piper Wells that time.
Yeah, again, just had better body control and better body position on that one.
Joy Ribbon tried to split the defense and lost the handle on the dribble that time. And here comes Holdrege off the Bison turnover. 6-1 ball game. Home run pass down court to Sunquist. Jumpers up, missed. Rebound Holdrege, but then they throw it away, and here comes Rippon the other way. 6-1 McCook under the 4-minute mark. Quick first quarter. Wilkinson has it out front now to Kennedy Walter. Skip past Brooklyn Gillen against the Holdrege 1-3-1. Wilkinson right side. Walter baseline threes on the way. Shot it short, long rebound. Kennedy tried to save it, couldn't do so, and out of bounds.
Yeah, again, I'm with you, Rich. I think they're going to cycle it around. I see Coach Scheil kind of signaling to move that ball around. And again, Tori Hahn's had great position down low. She's had a serious advantage down there. I think they'll be going to her a little bit more now.
Because chances are, you keep ball reversal, somebody's going to get open someplace.
Yep, exactly right.
6-1 ball game. Holdrege gets back. Got lucky that break. Dusters across the timeline. Keenly Vaughn. Pressure by Brooklyn Gillen. Nice steal. Wilkinson timed that pass. She lost the handle. Jumper baseline instead of a layup's on the way and good.
Wow. Made that as probably twice as hard as it needed to be, but nice touch on that shot by Shauna.
8-1, McCook by 7, biggest lead of the ball game. Nice job, Brooklyn Gillen got behind Sundquist that time, tapped it into bounds, and Bison defense has been pretty good so far.
Yeah, again, boy, they're just really Holdrege very, very tentative and seems a little bit confused where they want to go to bring up the basketball.
Paige Bortner's got the warm-up up. She'll check in for the first time. Kennedy Walter, nice job in the first quarter by her. Lineup from McCook is Rippin with Wilkinson, with Bortner, Gillen, and Hahn. That's 5 in there right now. 3:14 in the quarter, 8-1 McCook. Dusters in the half court. The lob, nice shot. Bortner's got some size, about 5'9". Tipped it, went out of bounds off Holdrege.
Yeah, again, great position by her. Kind of was playing behind her, and then when the pass was going to be going in, jumped in front. And again, enough of a distraction. Now Holdrege, though, going to pick up a little full court.
Coach Runcie, we got to do something to get something started. We got 1 point on the board at the 3-minute mark. Bison break the pressure. Rippin, baseline. Nice job to Hahn. Missed a shot. Putback's on the way. Second one's on the way and good.
Yeah, again, Tori Hahn just making room down there for herself. Nice pass by Joy Rippin.
6 of the 10 points for the senior. It's 2:46 left. 10-1 Bison lead. And could be a reach on Gillen on the reach by that time. I think Brooklyn's going to be called.
Thank goodness it was before the shot. That did go in.
Did it go in?
It absolutely did. Wow.
I was going to call Hahn with the foul instead.
Yeah, she's trailing a little bit. I think kind of got caught with the reach.
First foul on Tori. Third team foul against McCook. Holdrege has yet to commit a foul.
Come on, even up the fouls. Everybody's screaming.
Holdrege in the half court. Lob is broken up by Bortner. Recovered, far side. Boy, these gold numbers are just...
yeah, this is tough.
Yeah.
If they were purple, it'd be a lot better.
I think the football, it was the same way in football. Kyle and I were like, oh, gosh,
oh, yeah,
come on.
At night with the light. Yeah, that'd be tough.
Bison touched it. Last one to touch goes out of bounds. Gracie Wimmers will check back in. Tori Hahn will sit.
Well, purple's kind of the color of the day, though, Rich, you know.
It is the color of the day. You had me going there. Why? Yeah. Vikings down 33-0 and come back to win it in overtime.
Oh,
holy smokes. Jumper inside the lanes on the way. Missed. Rebound by Gracie Wimmers from McCook. Wilkinson the other way with 2:22 left in the quarter and a 10-1 McCook lead. Gillen has it out front to go baseline. Gracie Wimmers wide open shot. 15-footers on the way. Missed it. Shot at 17 that time. And the loose ball, jump ball, possession arrow back to Holdrege, I do believe. If I look at the arrow right, it should be going to Holdrege.
I would agree. And so do the officials.
All right, Dame family, you're here. You got to sit down now. Brenda, don't be chatterbox. I got a game to watch here.
I think she's coming up to rip off the... She's taking my headset.
I think she's got her baseball bat out, for crying out loud. She's going to sit next to you over
yep,
here.
We're going to have instant critiquing.
You know, Brenda back in the day was a great point guard, if you recall, back in her just a couple of years ago. Well, you were too back in the day. Lindsay was too. 10-1 ball game as we're back to our game here with a minute 54 left. It's out of bounds off of McCook.
Everybody's getting more than they bargained for here.
Hey, I remember Brenda back in the day when she played. I was just a little guy back in the day. I remember Lindsay. I remember both of you.
Yeah, she said something about you're full of, Rich. Is that what did I hear that?
Bison get it back in the turnover, and Kennedy Walter the other way. Going to be called for the walk-in violation. 1:46 in the quarter. Bison still have not given up a field goal. They lead 10-1. Wells will check back in. And checking out will be Ellie Pelster, another freshman getting some playing time. Off the inbounds. That's a tough pass. Clear across courts off of Holdrege last and contested by Rippin that time. That's a very tough pass to make, and McCook will get it back.
Yeah, Joy Rippin with the height advantage over Brady Medina. And again, she jumped, but again, the pass was too far. So I'll tell you, Rich, you can't win a game in the first quarter, but boy, this is a pretty nifty start for the Lady Bison.
Shauna Wilkinson has it across the timeline and stretch out that 1-3-1 zone look. There's got to be a lot of gaps in there someplace. Brooklyn Gillen has it on the dribble. Now Joy Rippin out front. That's Kennedy Walter. Skip pass now Brooklyn Gillen. Pass kind of behind her. Brooklyn on the move. Runners on the way. Shot a flat shot that time, and it couldn't be saved. It goes back to Holdrege.
Yeah, Coach Runcie was asking for a double dribble before that, which he may have had a case on. So, again, just, rebounding on the baseline there. So, Dusters to inbound.
Now, Gabby Rooks, 32, will check in for the first time. She's got about 5'8" or so. Not too bad size. Off the inbounds. Not a good pass, and stolen away by Wilkinson. Minute 23, Bison get it back. Baseline, Walter, 15-footers on the way this time. Money in the bank by Kennedy. Her first bucket. The Bison lead is double digits at 11.
Boy, again, and they're keeping the pressure on. This was exactly what I do.
And tapped out of bounds off McCook last. And, boy, the way Holdrege is going right now, Bob, this could get out of hand. Really, it is. A little bit 11, but really could be soon. It passed, inbounds was not tipped by anybody. And Piper Wells has got to have a clear-cut layup, and there's your first field goal of the game for Holdrege.
Yeah, again, that's their only really serious threat to the basket so far.
And on a pass by Gillen, too high for Hahn, so maybe I spoke too soon on the game getting away as the Bison turned the ball over twice, and now Holdrege gets it back.
But again, certainly Lady Bison have to have a lot of confidence even just after this first 7 minutes of the first quarter.
Inbounds pass. Avery Bilka will check in for the first time. A home run pass down court. It's Piper Wells and Brooklyn Gillen on a tie-up, and we'll go back to McCook in the possession.
Yep, 46 seconds to go. Got a chance to bump the lead here a little bit. And again, they've just had so many better looks, and this press has really frustrated Holdrege.
Coach Runcie has played a lot of kids in this first quarter, throwing a lot of kids out there, of course, trying to get something going. 40 seconds left in the quarter, 12-3 McCook. Back to the 1-3-1 for the Dusters. Walter out front now to Rippon. The swinging out right side to Wilkinson. Kennedy Walter, top of the circle. Gaps trying to find a gap out front now, Brooklyn Gillen. Left side now to Rippon. See if the Bison milk this thing down. Looks like they might be. 21 seconds left in the quarter. Gillen has a baseline. Brooklyn on the dribble. Inside, good cut in by Kennedy Walter. Missed the shot. Rebound by Hahn. Tori fighting for the offensive rebound. She had position that time. And that is your first team foul against Holdrege in the quarter.
Yeah, going to get Keely Vaughn with the hold underneath. So Lady Bison with 13 seconds to inbound underneath their basket. So again, the set play coming up.
Pelster will check back in for Holdrege. Bison on the inbound. Kennedy Walter, Hahn out front now Rippon. Baseline corner, it's Wilkinson. Whip pass inside to Gillen. Out front, Rippon. A clear, good look at a three. Missed it. Rebound Wilkinson with three. And Shauna draws the foul that time with some contact. She'll go to the line for a two-shot foul.
Yeah, I wasn't sure she was going to even get kind of a shot off, but kind of got her arms tangled up. So again, 2 seconds to go. So nice chance for a couple extra points here to close the quarter.
Foul's going to be called against Vaughn. She picks up two. No, I'm sorry. That foul was on number 30, Pelster instead.
First free throw is good.
And that was her first. Shauna will get one more. First free throws of the ball game from McCook. Second free throw is on the way and good as well. 14-3, 2 seconds left. No silly fouls right here. Bison by 11. And almost had a steal. Got 0.6 in the clock. They're still after that full court press. And now McCook will drop back. Good smart move right here. Just don't want to just a silly foul at 0.6. And that's your quarter right there. Bison with a lead, 14-3. Quarter number 2 from Holdrege next on Kicks 96.1. Rich and Bob back here at Holdrege, 14-3. Bison with the lead. Our first quarter stats brought to you by McCook Clinic. All Bison, 3 different players scored. Shauna Wilkinson, Tori Hahn with 6 points apiece. Kennedy Walter with 2. Bison were 2 of 2 at the line. 1 field goal by Wells and a free throw to get all 3 points, and they were 1 of 2. So, Bob, Great first quarter by the Bison.
Yeah, no complaints here. Of course, I kind of was trying to get a peek at Coach Runcie, what he was talking to his players about at the break there, and I think he was just doing nothing but diagramming how to break the press. So we'll see if that works for the Lady Dusters.
Again, it's a young team with some freshmen, quite a few, getting some sophomores. Tori Hahn's going to be called for the block. A little nudge there at baseline. That'll be her second. First Lady Bison into type of foul trouble. Team foul number 4 against McCook in the half.
Don't think that foul would have been called last night, Rich, based on what I saw. I mean, she was just holding her position down low and stuff, and she's got 2, so unfortunately going to probably take a break for a few minutes here.
No blood, no foul, huh?
Well, I mean, tell you, she was dealing with a 6'2" London Carnes last night.
14-3 Lady Bison, Holdrege with the basketball. Nice drive, baseline runners on the way. That time by Bilka, Avery Bilka, her first points.
Yeah, nice touch on that shot, running the baseline like that.
Just the second field goal of the game for Holdrege. Kennedy Walter, 3 right side's going to be no good. Long rebound, Shauna Wilkinson, just inside the three-point line's on the way and good. Nice job, Shauna hits her 3rd field goal of the half. 8 points altogether, Bison by 11 again.
Yeah, again, so much better shooting for the Lady Bison this game than last night.
And it's out of bounds off Holdrege on the far side. Some pressure, Weimer's with the pressure against Rooks and couldn't quite grab it or handle it that time. Bison get it back.
Yeah, again, they're just not going to let up on that until they either build a big enough lead or Holdrege shows they can break it.
1-3-1 Duster zone, still 16-5, 1 minute gone, second quarter from Holdrege High School. Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel as well. Far side ripping. Almost had us picked away. Kick out Brooklyn Gillen, no shot. Bounce pass now. Walter, swing pass to Wilkinson. Baseline 3's on the way. Hit another one. Shauna in that zone. The rim is looking awfully big right now.
Boy, again, it's just amazing the difference what a day can make, you know? I mean, I guess a little less pressure maybe, whatever, but just confidence and being comfortable.
11 of the 19 in the first half. Bison, biggest lead at 14, 19-5 in quarter number 2. Dusters back in the half court. Stutzman has it. Eyed up against Wilkinson. Out front now to Bilka. Should I put Sergeant in front of that? Sergeant Bilka.
Impressive. Great reference.
Shows my age, doesn't it? Only you would have got that one.
I was just going to say.
People have gone, who?
Oh, come on. Tom Lamming would have got that, too.
Bison get it back in a turnover. Kennedy Walter has a 19-5 Bison lead. Far side, it's Gillen. Now ripping, left side now to Kennedy Walter. As Bison, good ball movement. Something will get open here pretty soon. 19-5 ball game. Gillen out, 10-foot line, volleyball line. Gracie Wimmer's top of the circles, pulled the trigger on a 3. I thought was going to bank in, and not quite. Loose ball picked up by Kennedy Walter. The runner to the lane missed it, but drew the foul. It's going to be a block. Going to be called against Medina.
Yeah, again, so many second chance opportunities for Lady Bison. Again, rebounding so much better and being able to get, move the ball around inside and outside both. So, again, Kennedy Walter at the line.
But that was Bilko, wasn't it? Sergeant Bilko? Or was it? I think
probably. I was thinking of car 54, where are you? So that tells you where I was at.
First free throw is on the way and good by Walter. Bison are perfect at the line, 3 for 3 in this first half.
Was Sergeant Bilko Phil Silvers?
I think so. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, maybe it's all coming back.
Second free throw. Bison stay perfect at the line, 4 for 4. Back to the full court pressure. Biggest lead at 16. 21-5 under the 6-minute mark here in quarter number 2 from Holdrege High School. Vaughn on the dribble. Wells pressured. Tipped. Loose ball. As Bison almost had a steal in that. Long 3 is going to be on the way and missed. Long rebound as pulled down by Wells. Got a newcomer in the ballgame for the Bison as Hilker checking for the ballgame. The 5'5" sophomore for the first time. Jumper baseline is going to be short. Rebound Wells. Put back on the way. Missed it. And the foul going to be called against McCook. Malia Hilker for the first time. Once again, just checked in a few minutes ago.
Going to get Brooklyn Gillen for her first foul there. Yeah, again, 3 black shirts underneath, too.
It's Medina at the free throw line. Sorry, I think I said Wells early. So Medina at the free throw line. First one's on the way. Missed. Holdrege now 1 of 3 at the line. Weimer's will check back in. And Hilker will sit.
Yeah, Medina part of that 12 and 15 volleyball team for Holdrege.
Hilker coming to the bench. The official had his hands up, and
she stopped.
Oh no! Almost give her a high five because I think she thought it was coach there.
Well, right.
that was crazy. hit one of 2 free throws that time for Medina. It's 21-6, 3 minutes gone in the quarter. Rippon has the top of the circle. Joy looking, skip pass now. Weimer's threes on the way, missed it. Good rotation, followed her shot. Couldn't quite reach it that time. Holdrege gets it back.
Well, yeah, that one was right on, too. I thought that was going to drop for Gracie.
Could be a walk-in violation. Far sideline as Walter and Gillen had a little bit of double team against Pelster on the far side and just tried to spin out of it that time, work her way out and walked in the play. Wilkinson back in. Walter will get a break. 4:52 in the half. 21-6 Bison.
I'll tell you, and Lady Bison, they've had their share of presses thrown against them, so it's pretty nice to see this one work for them today.
Paige Porter back in the ball game as well. Gillen swing pass now to Wilkinson. Shauna, free throw line out front now. Brooklyn. Gillen pulls the trigger and a threes on the way. Missed it. Rebound. Holdrege on the good checkout. Boy, they look down court. They had 2 white shirts. They find Wells. Once again to Medina, and the layup's on the way and good.
Yeah, really the first time all day that the Lady Bison have not gotten back on defense and still had a chance almost to tip that pass.
21-8. Bison still with a comfy lead. Almost the halfway point, quarter number 2. Bortner, now Gillen, top of the circle, and Holdrege man-to-man pressure. Rippon three's going to be on the way, and she's missed her first 3 and finally got her 4th one to go.
Well, and again, still just the way the points are coming is just so much easier than last night.
24-8 ball game, nearly stripped by the Bison on the defensive side, and Brooklyn Gillen just an bump out front, and for Brooklyn, I think that's number 2 on her. Yes, it is.
Yeah, going to be the 16th foul on McCook, and again, halfway through the quarter, and again, really fouls have not played a big part so far into the score of the game. 6
team fouls bonus situation next time for Holdrege. Just 3 against McCook. 24-8. Good steal by Paige Bortner. Read it. The sophomore going to take it. Stops out front. Gillen. Boy, they missed Shauna Wilkins. Now they find Shauna. Baseline 15-footers on the way, and she nails another one.
Boy, yeah, shooting touch just so much more fine-tuned tonight.
7 in the quarter, 13 for the game for Shauna Wilkinson. She got half the points, 26-8. Dusters left right on the offense. Out front now is Keely Vaughn. Free throw line jumper is going to be on the way by, she checked in earlier, Amelia Pochnik, another young sophomore, missed the shot. Foul underneath could be called against McCook, and they got who? They're going to catch Gracie Weimers for her first free throw on the way and good. Walter will check back in. Weimers will sit. And girls with the long ponytail was down by the number. You can't see the number. Missed a second. That's Sundquist, sorry. She was 1 of 2 at the line. 26-9, Bison still with a big lead. 3:22 left. Rippon out front, top of the circle, the Bortner. Swing it right side of Kennedy Walter. Wilkinson out front now, Rippon. Gillen has it. Skip pass now. It's Shauna Wilkinson. 3-minute mark coming up here, second quarter, 26-9. McCook, a little backdoor cut by Gillen. The move, layups on the way and good. Good pass, good catch as well.
Sliced and diced right in between 2 dusters. And again, a really nice touch by Brooklyn Gillen on that one.
All 5 Lady Bison starters have scored this game. Brooklyn picks up her first bucket, 28-9. Out of bounds off McCook on the sideline. The Bison
picked up a steal there as well.
Yep, awfully close. 19-point lead, 2:54 left in the quarter. Bilka has it. One thing is they got a lot of 5'8", 5'9" girls. I mean, got some pretty good size in their young kids, but another bad pass broken up by Bortner. Gillen the other way. A little hesitation off the glass, missed it. And Holdrege, and we're going to have a jump ball. Boy, Brooklyn got to be careful. Reaching in for that jump ball. That easily could have been a third right there.
Oh, yeah, and kind of got that ball blocked from behind there on the shot, too. That could have been maybe a little bit of a bump in there as well.
Paige Bortner off the inbounds and a 28-9 lead. Way out front now to Kennedy Walter. Now Joy Rippon. Joy, little Euro step inside the lanes on the way and good.
Wow, dinner is served there. Beautiful move by Joy Rippon.
39-9, the biggest lead at 21. Bison are not holding back whatsoever. Full court pressure, nearly had another steal.
No, again, I don't anticipate it even going into the third quarter. I think they're going to keep this up.
30-9, all Bison. 2:22 left in the quarter. Home run pass down court. Caught in traffic. Jumpers on the way by Sundquist on the way. Missed it. Long rebound. I think it went off of Walter last, and it did. Holdrege will get it back. Yeah,
in fact, now McCook's going to go ahead and take a quick 30.
We're back in 30 seconds to Holdrege next on Kicks 96.1. Rich Barnett, Bob Golke, Cole Barnett running our cameras tonight. 2:15 left, and it's all Bison in this one so far, Bob, 30-9.
Yeah, really just impressive shooting by the Lady Bison. Pressure defensively has been excellent. And again, boy, they've done a long ways to just putting this game out of reach for Holdrege.
Well, step back jumper on the way, missed it. It's going to go out of bounds off of, I think, Paige Bortner last, and Holdrege will get it back. Halftime once again. We will talk with former McCook High School track and field stand-up, basketball, volleyball, Emma Dutton, her first year freshman season at UNO with her track and field program. We'll get an update on how they are doing, how she is doing so far. Long threes on the way, missed it. Long rebound, scramble, and Wilkinson had it. Looked like she got tackled that time, but she's the last one to touch it, and she's a little slow getting up to boot.
Yeah, I don't know if she got kind of landed on or...
Yeah, it looks like
kind of got squished, frankly.
Clipped, maybe a clip, throw a flag on that one for 15 yards. Malia Hilker will check back in the ball game. Minute 54 left, 32-9. All Bison in this one off the inbounds. Wells. Look inside, good cut to the bucket. Missed the layup that time by the Dusters. Here comes McCook the other way.
Boy, yeah, everything working on that play except the ball did not go in.
Hilker looking for Paige Bortner on that sideline. Tipped out of bounds by Holdrege. Goes back to McCook. Inbounds pass Paige Bortner. As the Bison look to add to their lead with a 30-point first half. Looking to add, it's Walter now, far side, Paige Bortner. Brooklyn Gillen out front now to Joy Rippon. Swing left side out to Bortner. Baseline, Brooklyn Gillen. Pulls the trigger to three. It's going to be off the mark. Rebound, Bortner. Putback's on the way. Rolls off. Rebound by Rippon. And then she got slapped on the hand that time. It's going to be the fourth team foul against Holdrege. McCook will get it back underneath.
Yeah, no danger for Holdrege here at the minute 20 to go in the half. But again, Lady Bison not afraid to get in there. Three black shirts underneath that basket going for the rebound.
Medina picks up her second, just fourth team foul. Walter off the inbounds pass out front now. Brooklyn Gillen, minute 15 in the half, 30-9, all McCook. Gillen skip pass baseline, corner to Rippon, top of the circle to Walter. Three ball, top of the circle's on the way short. Rebound, run down Bortner, and Coach Umshot would be very appreciative of that that kind of wrestling takedown that time. Not for sure what you call it.
Like a Flying Dutchman. I'm not sure. That was an impressive move, though. Thank goodness nobody got hurt.
Exactly.
We can chat about it now, but. Yeah, that was one leg over the other type.
It's on the tie-up. Holdrege will get it back with a minute left in the half. Keely Vaughn matched up against Gracie Wimmers. Gets a high screen. Vaughn on left-handed dribble. Bounce pass. Kicked. Was it kicked? Apparently not.
Not intentionally.
Yep. As Walter the other way missed a shot. Missed a short on the jump shot. A little fall-away baseline.
Yeah, good defense by Brady Medina there.
Bortner the other way picks it off on a pass that was short. And here comes McCook the other way with 38 seconds left. Brooklyn Gillen swings the left side down to Hilker. Rippon top of the circle. Walter getting close to that midcourt line. 28 seconds left in the half. Skip past Gillen. Hilker now left side to Walter. Out front now Gillen going to milk this thing down. A 30-9 Bison lead. 14-point first quarter, 16-point second quarter. And Hilker three, just that one got away from her that time. And no good, and back to Holdrege.
Yeah, hit various parts of the basketball apparatus, and Coach Shile's going to talk to her about it here on the sideline very quickly. So just to let her know it's okay.
14 seconds left. Dusters can play for a final shot. Medina crossed the timeline and slapped. I think Brooklyn Gillen just picked up number 3. It wasn't her player, but she was right there and kind of tried to slap it away, and that's going to be number 3.
Yeah, exactly right. Just kind of one of those better left to just let it go. And with 9 seconds left here.
That's something stupid her dad probably did back in the 8th grade basketball, you know? That would be something Lance would do.
Oh, so you're saying she comes by it naturally?
Well, no. I didn't mean that way. I'm just saying he would do such a thing.
I see, okay.
Back in the day, just not thinking.
Gotcha.
Free throws on the way, 1-on-1 situation, then missed the front of the 1-on-1, tipped around. It's going to go out of bounds off no save by Walter. Ripping down with 5 seconds. Cherry picking as Wilkinson. Layup's going to be on the way and good. That should do it for the half, and it does. All Bison, 32-9. We're back with some halftime activities coming up here shortly. Kicks 96-1. We're back, Holdrege High School. It's all Bison in this one, 32-9 over Holdrege. Before we get the stats, Bob will join me before the broadcast coming up. Oh, it's great to talk to former McCook High School standout, 3-sport athlete, a track and field standout, and now at UNL, Nebraska and Lincoln with the Husker program, and Emma Dutton. How's life treating you after the first semester?
It's going pretty good. College is a little harder than I expected, honestly. But other than that, I'm really liking it.
Now, when you went to school, you didn't think this is going to be a cakewalk. My gosh, how could it be different from high school, right?
Yeah, classes are definitely a step up, and so is practice, I would say.
Juggling both is not easy, is it?
No.
That's terrific. That's good. So tell us a little bit of what you're studying again.
Nursing.
Nursing. So
Yep.
We're talking about a lot of pre-med or classes, stuff like, or what do you have to take when you're a nurse?
Anatomy, physiology, chemistry, that kind of stuff.
Golly. Big time term papers and stuff like that, or?
More like finals, like memorizing
right.
stuff.
Oh, boy. So the brain's going to be working at all times in those classes, aren't they?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's talk track and field with the track and field program. Just getting started with the indoor season, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In January.
All right. So how's practice? Getting involved with the program. Tell us how's it going?
It's going pretty good. Practice is a little harder than I thought,
Uh-huh.
like I said, but 6 days a week we have practice, 3 days a week lifting, a lot of event work, a lot of workouts.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Now, as far as I talked to your dad earlier, pentathlon, that's what you're going to be, right?
Yep, they moved me to a multi-eventer.
For folks that don't know, pentathlon involves?
The 200, the 60-meter hurdles, shot put,
You're
800.
throwing now, huh?
Yeah.
How has that been?
Oh, that one is definitely the hardest one to pick up for me.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. And what else do you? Okay, you got the 60 hurdles, the 200, the shots, and what else?
Wait, 200 is actually only outdoors. 800, 60-meter hurdles, shot put, long jump, high jump.
So are those others you've done one time in your high school ranks sometime, haven't you?
I've never done a field event before.
You never long jumped ever?
No.
I thought for sure at least you had tried it or something like that.
I wish I would have.
Yeah. So changing to this, I'd say, hey, I'm up for it. Has it worked out? It's worked out so far.
I'm starting to pick it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully by outdoor season I'll be pretty solid.
I take it, no question, you have older girls in front of you that you're competing against, and you're learning from them, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. There's 3 other multi-event girls. There's no other freshmen. So that's been a learning opportunity, I think. Everyone's pretty experienced.
Wow. So you're the lone freshman doing that event, huh?
Yep.
That's terrific. You bet. So you start talking about workouts. You're telling us that Coach May's workouts aren't quite up to what the Huskers do right now.
Not quite. Not quite there.
I think he probably would say, you know what, that's probably
That's
good.
okay.
The college workouts should be tougher than the high school workouts, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So, do you feel like you're going to get a chance to compete, maybe come outdoor season?
I think outdoor season, I might get my red shirt pulled, but indoor, I'm just competing at the home meets. Not traveling quite yet. I'm not quite ready for that, I don't think.
Did you think you were going to get a chance to compete as a freshman, or do you think, no, I'll probably redshirt the entire year?
I figured I'd probably redshirt as soon as they moved me to multi-events.
Right.
Just because I have so much to learn in not that many months. But I'm excited to see if I can get some competitions in there.
Yeah, it's kind of standard, especially in a Division I school. If you're a freshman, you might not do anything right away, but for you got to be ecstatic. Hey, I'm going to get a chance to try this. That's terrific. You bet. Home for Christmas, right?
Yep, here for a couple weeks.
Couple weeks. That's good. Now, do you have to go back a little earlier than everybody else?
Yeah, school starts the 23rd of January, and I have to be back the 3rd. So
I take it while you're home, you can enjoy a home-cooked meal, but you still probably got to work out and stay in shape, don't you?
Yep, he sent me the workouts yesterday.
So, yeah, and really can't skip a beat, can you?
Never, never.
I was going to ask you, as far as your teammates, who you got a chance to know all of them? I know there's a lot of them, but you have a chance to get to know them and what they do and how they've competed in track and field over the years.
The multi-event group is all pretty close. I know them all super well. We hang out outside of track and all that kind of stuff. I don't really know the long-distance people that much just because I don't see them around that often. But I know most of the track people, I think.
You got some pretty good people. I mean, some good kids
yeah.
that are going to be fun to watch, aren't they?
Yeah, it's super, super cool to watch them go. It just blows my mind that I'm on the same team as them sometimes.
Anybody, but can you throw a name out or two? Who's really you think, wow, that they're really good, fun to watch?
A multi-boy, Till Steinforth. He's from Germany. He's super good. Darius, he's a hurdler.
Okay.
He ranked at nationals or something last year. It's pretty crazy. Jenna Rogers is a high jumper. She jumped 6 foot at our little inter-squad meet the other day. So that was pretty crazy.
Great. I'm so glad everything's working out. You're having a fun time, and you had a chance to watch Sienna play a little basketball. You missing basketball? Because this time of the year, usually, you're getting ready for basketball. You missed a sport.
Yeah, I don't miss it at all. Don't tell Shile, but it was not my thing for sure.
Well, you did well over the years, but it's just a little different now with college track and field. Studies going okay. School, track and fields in your freshman year, it couldn't go on any better, could it?
Maybe could have gone a little better. Was not prepared for anatomy for sure.
Okay. The classes are going to be tough. But you're going to stick with nursing, right?
I'm sticking through it.
Yeah, because you got how many more years when it comes to being a nurse?
3.
Is it 3? I kept thinking it was a little bit more like talking 5 or 6, but that's not the case, right?
I think it's 3, yeah.
You're crossing your fingers.
I'm
it's 3.
4 in total. So.
Yeah, 4 years of anatomy and all that is enough for you, right?
Oh, for sure.
That's good. Thank you so much for talking to us. I sure appreciate it. I'll let you get back to watching the game and everything. Have a great Christmas, okay?
Thank you. You too.
Thanks, Emma. Emma Dutton. Great to talk to Emma, University of Nebraska-Lincoln Husker freshman on the track and field team. We'll take a break. Back with more here from Holdrege next on Kicks 96.1. And we're back to Holdrege. Halftime score again is 32-9. All Bison halftime stats brought to you by McCook Clinic. McCook outscored Holdrege 18 to 6 in that. I forgot to mark the scores down for Holdrege. Sorry about that. 18 to 6 in that second quarter. Leading the way, 5 different Lady Bison have scored all 5 starters, led by Shauna Wilkinson with 15 points, 6 for Tori Hahn, 4 for Kennedy Walter, 5 for Joy Rippon, and 2 for Brooklyn Gillen. Bison perfect at the line, 4 for 4. For Holdrege, they were led in scoring from Brady Medina with 3 points, 1 for Carson Sundquist, Piper Wells with 3, and Avery Bilka with 2 points. Holdrege at the line was overall 2 of 4 in the second quarter. They were 3 of 6 for the ball game. So here we go. All Bison played a great opening. Once again, opening first half. Got to keep it going here in half number 2. The one and only Mitch Gross is in the house here.
Well, yes, we were discussing offensive philosophies at halftime there.
Great to talk to Emma Dutton. She's having a ball. And,
that had to be fun.
Yeah, and she, in pentathlon, she's a lone freshman, and she might get a chance to compete in the outdoor season.
No, for the novices, including myself, that's 5 events, correct?
Oh, she told me shot, 200. That's outdoor season only. 60-meter hurdles, high jump, long jump.
Or is it 7? 7 events or 5?
I can't remember. She just told me and I forgot already.
Didn't we learn anything in grade school? We have hexagon, octagon, pentagon, whatever is that?
But multi-event, they just say multis. You're a multi-event, and yeah.
Good point.
But having a good time and home for the holidays. As Holdrege with the basketball first. Little turnaround jumper is on the way and missed by Medina. Here comes the Bison the other way. Brooklyn Gillen skip past Joy Rippon. 3 left sides on the way. Missed it. I think I hit the standard. It did. And goes back to Holdrege.
Well, again, just going to be interesting to see what adjustments both teams make. I mean, Lady Bison, as we can see right now, they're going to go full court pressure again, and we'll see what Coach Runcie kind of came up with at halftime for their girls.
Across the timeline once again is Stutzman on the free throw line. Little follow-away jumpers on the way. Good. That's a pretty good move by, was that Stutzman? Yes, it was. Emily Stutzman, another freshman, and that's her first points.
Yeah, nice touch on that. That was not easy. About a 5-foot, no backboard shot.
Hahn the other way, a little off balance. They got bodied up a little bit, missed the shot. Here comes Holdrege the other way. Home run pass down court. Good catch by Wells. Kick out, Medina. 3 ball's going to be on the way. Missed it. Tipped and recovered by Kennedy Walter.
Yeah, again, you don't want to let Holdrege get off to any kind of a fast start here to think that they have a chance still.
Wilkinson has it from McCook out front as Brooklyn Gillen. 3 is going to be on the way. Long rebound. Kennedy Walter tips it to Shauna Wilkinson. Skip pass to Hahn. Now it's Joy Rippon far side. Looks like McCook's going to try to reset their offense up here a little bit. Shauna between the circles now. Brooklyn Gillen. 32-11. All Bison in the early third quarter. Wilkinson now. Right side, top of the circle now to Kennedy Walter. Left side now to Joy Rippon. Gillen top of the circle. Now to Rippon. On the move. Little spin move inside. Little step through. Kept that pivot foot down. Out front, long 3. Wilkinson's on the way. A rare miss for her. Tipped around, recovered by Holdrege.
Yeah, shooting touch for both teams. A little rusty to start the third quarter.
Stutzman the other way. Left-handed dribble being pressured. Brooklyn Gillen's got to be careful. Don't pick up that 4th. Out front now, it is Medina. And pocket pick. I kind of just lost it that time. And Rippon off the turnover. I have Fulmer that lost it that time. Here comes McCook the other way. And then stolen away. Medina got it away from, or that's Wells got it away from Walter. Stutzman, no shot out front. Here's Medina, the lefty. Top of the circle is going to be on the way and good. Good rotation. I'm sorry, that was Vaughn. I'll get they're all look alike, to be honest with you.
Well, very much so,
Jeez.
Yes.
That was Vaughn. Sorry about that. So early timeout taken by Coach Amy Shaw Nonhab. It's 32-14. Back after a quick break, 1-minute break on Kicks 96.1. Back here to Holdrege, Rich, Bob, and Cole with the broadcast of Holdrege McCook basketball. Coach Charles, good timeout. Things just not getting off to the greatest start here early.
Yeah, again, let's stop it before it gets going crazy. And I love Holdrege. Play that funky music, white boy. Gotta love it.
And that song is by what group now?
Oh, doggone it. It's a funky name.
And Tori Hahn with the bucket and Shauna Wilkinson back-to-back buckets. So a couple of easy buckets, and boom, just like that, it's up to an 18-point game.
Okay, enough of music trivia.
Wild Cherry.
Oh, of course.
There you go, back in the day.
Well done, well done.
3 minutes gone in the quarter, 18-point Bison lead. No shots, Stutzman. They'll dribble back out of traffic. Bison man-to-man pressure. Wells baseline. Out front, right between the hands, far side. Gosh, those numbers are just, I hate them. I hate them. They jump down to Wells. The number one is easy to see from up here. Rebound by Wells. Putback's on the way. Missed it. Draws a foul.
Yeah, Medina will be going to the line for 2 shots, I believe, on that rebound.
It's Medina. Gosh, her and Wells, like they are just carbon copies. One is 1 and 1 is 2, so my apologies. That is the first team foul of the third quarter against either team. Free throw. Medina's on the way and misses the first. She'll get one more. 4:38 left in the quarter. 36-14 Bison. Score update brought to you by MMB Bank.
Woohoo!
Second free throw is going to be on the way and good. Duster's now 4 of 7 for the line in the ball game. 36-15. A little three-quarters court press by Holdrege gets a steal on a tip pass.
Yeah, too many players to go through on that one.
Fulmer has it on the move. Scoop lamps on the way and good. McKenna Fulmer, haven't called her out a lot. Her first bucket of the game, and it's 36-17.
Dinner is served move patented there. I believe that's her second one of those.
That was her. Yeah, exactly right. You're exactly right. 36-17. Gillen free throw line out front now to Wilkinson. Kennedy Walter, halfway point of the third. Rippon has the top of the circle against the Holdrege man-to-man pressure. Oh, the backdoor cut and miss. Wilkinson inside. They find Shauna baseline. 10-footers on the way. Missed it. Shot
too late.
Yeah. Shot it too strong that time. Loose ball. Wilkinson poked it away. Recovered by Brooklyn Gillen. Wilkinson baseline jumper got tipped on the way up, and Holdrege gets it back.
Might have been better to dribble out and start over on that one, but again, great hustle by the Lady Bison.
Holdrege with the basketball. His boy Shauna with she got a little hurt earlier in that second or late in the second quarter, but she looks like she's okay now.
Yeah, no ill effects.
Duster's in the half court, top of the circle down to Medina. Skip past cross court, knocked out of bounds by Rippon, and away from Fulmer. We'll go back to Holdrege on the side. And Coach Runcie wants to talk about it here at 36-17 Bison. 3:28 left back after a break. 30-second break on Kicks 96.1. Back here at the Holdrege High School gym, 3:28 left in the quarter, 36-17. Coach Runcie talking things over a little bit. So far, Holdrege has outscored McCook in the quarter, Bob, 8-4.
Yep, definitely got off that quick start with a couple of easy baskets. But, again, Lady Bison going to go ahead and kind of keep the pressure up and certainly try to keep things at bay.
Medina has it out front now. Fulmer with a left-handed dribble against Brooklyn Gillen. Uses some screens. Tip pass by Rippon. Stutzman has it. 3:16, Stutzman. Runner off the glass, missed it. Rebound, it's going to be off. I think Piper Wells was the last one to touch it and goes back to McCook.
Yeah, nice move by Emily Stutzman there, the 5'3" freshman. And again, I just did notice, Brady Medina is their only senior on Holdrege's entire roster.
Very, very young team. That's for Coach Renson this year. 3-minute mark here, third quarter. Bison break the pressure. Gillen dribbles in. Jumper, 15-footers on the way. Missed it. Rebound by Medina.
Wow, nice kind of clear out by Gracie Weimers there to give her room for that shot, but just, again, rimmed off.
Stutzman now. Piper Wells. Medina's a trailer. Long threes, almost trying to bank it, I guess, but backside of the rim, rebounded by Rippon. Far side Wilkinson. And now it's Kennedy Walter across the timeline now to Joy Rippon. 2:38 final game for the Bison teams before the holiday break. We'll get some practice time in next week before that 5-day moratorium kicks in. No holiday tournaments. Next game would be, I think, January 3rd, Broken Bow. One of the tough Southwest Conference teams. And, boy, there are some doozies this year with Gothenburg, with Minden. Tougher than nails this year. Wilkinson.
And Ogallala.
Ogallala. Holdrege, another, back in the Southwest Conference this year after being in the Centennial Conference. Going to be a foul against Holdrege. And I can't remember which of the Holdrege coaches I talked to you about their thoughts of moving out of that conference, because you had Seward, York, really good teams moving back to the Southwest. And he said, one of them said, again, I can't remember, he was going to miss it. He wishes kind of a little bit he was back in that conference. But.
Yeah, that was a solid conference, mainly located in the center of the state. Ooh.
Northwest.
Yeah.
I think, as well.
Right.
2:07 left. Paige Bortner, skip pass now, Brooklyn Gillen. 36-17 Bison. Wilkinson baseline Weimers. Tracy top of the circle now to Kennedy Walter. Swing it left side out of Wilkinson. We've had 2 whistles, or actually more than 2, but 2 fouls called this quarter. That's it.
Yeah, and really, there's just not a lot of physical play going on out there at the moment.
Wilkinson, nice job at Kennedy Walter. Posted up, missed the shot. And recover Rooks back in there with the defensive board.
Boy, everything you wanted except the final result.
Yeah. And the Bison again held to just a couple of field goals in this third quarter. Minute 32 left. 19-point McCook lead, 36-17. Sets my behind the back dribble, free throw line. Out front now, it's Vaughn. Looking. Fulmer has with a left-handed dribble. Got past Brooklyn Gillen. Layups on the way and good. And Brooklyn with the 3 fouls probably laying off a little bit too.
Yeah, again, 19-point lead at the time, so no reason to really pick it up. Just lost her a step to her, really.
36-19. 17-point game with a minute left. Walter top of the circle, not a Bortner. Page, couple of left-handed dribbles. Run a little weave out here with Kennedy Walter. Kennedy, a crossover dribble, trying to get different direction. And now it's Paige Bortner with 48 seconds left. Coach Child yelling at the new play out right on their side of the court. 40 seconds left in the quarter. A little pick and roll action. Bortner, the 2 sophomores from Brooklyn Gillen, missed the shot. Put back Page, shot it short, and recovered by Holdrege.
Boy, 2 great chances for her, too.
Set it up that time. We know 14. I think call 14 is a pick and roll.
Exactly.
If we timed it right. Loose ball. Bortner almost had it. Page diving to the floor. Jump ball situation, and Holdrege will get it back.
Wow, great effort by her just to get the tie up. Again, just a full-length dive. John Graff might have been impressed with that form.
My body would be hurting after that if I dove in the basketball court that way.
Exactly.
Hilker back in. Once again, was that the only sub? I thought we had. So it's Rippon, Hilker, Hahn back in. Bortner, Gillen, as near steal by Bortner. It's everywhere Page right now, and goes back to Holdrege on the side. 17 seconds left. Come on, girls, go. You go ahead, you're fine. McCook girls trying to dodge the camera work. The one and only Cole Barnett is working the camera tonight again. Steal by Rippon with 10 seconds left. Joy across the timeline. Chance to play for a final shot. Down to 6, down to 5. Skip pass. Hilker, 3. Left side, got it for 3. That makes up for that one shot earlier that was a little erratic. 39-19, a 20-point game. We're back with the fourth quarter coming up shortly on Kicks 96.1. Back here to Holdrege High School, 39-19, big shot by Malia Hilker, a 3 with about a second left, making it a 20-point game. Third quarter stats, it is brought to you by McCook Clinic. Shauna Wilkinson leading the way with 17 points, 8 for Tori Hahn, 5 for Joy Rippon. McCook just a 7-point quarter, outscored 10-7 in the quarter. Fulmer leads Holdrege with 6, Medina with 4, and Holdrege 4 of 8 on the line, 1 of 2 in the quarter. Bison did not shoot a free throw, 4-4 for the ball game, but Holdrege showed a little bit more life that third quarter, didn't they?
Got some better opportunities. Boy, a stat of the game here, though, was 2 fouls in the whole second half so far, 1 for each team. It's been great to watch.
Makes the game go a little quicker, a little more smooth. There's some flow in the game, we like to say. Joy Rippon going to be called for her second.
That was not directed at anybody in particular, I'm
sure.
Sure.
That was exactly directed at a couple of individuals. Long threes on the way by Fulmer's on the way and good. And rebounded by Tori Hahn.
Yeah, good check out by the Lady Bison there. 3 black shirts, no white shirts around to get that rebound.
39-19 Bison with the 20-point lead. The big win right before the holiday break. Wilkins gets a high screen from Gillen. Looking to go baseline. Whip pass out front to Joy Rippon. Out front now to Brooklyn Gillen. And original starting 5 out there from McCook. Start this fourth quarter, Kennedy Walter out front. Rippon and Fulmer got in the lane. Looked like she had the advantage from our direction, but apparently not, and she'll be called for the personal.
Yeah, that's a toughie. I mean, she had pretty good position, actually kind of undercut the pass, and again, kind of got the arms tangled up. So we'll take it with 7:02 to left.
Second team foul against Holdrege in the quarter. Bison up by 20, 39-19. Off the inbounds, Gillen, and gets tied up with Keely Vaughn. The possession arrow back to Holdrege. Of course, in the boys' game, our good buddy Matt Thomas, former teacher and coach at Dundee County Stratton High School, now the assistant boys, just had a brand new baby. So
Merry Christmas to him.
Exactly right. Not too long ago. Stutzman out the dribble, nearly lost it. Long 3 by Fulmer baseline, missed it. Long rebound Wilkinson as bodies hit the floor outside the paint.
Yeah, thank goodness no turned ankles there.
Yeah. Kennedy Walter across the timeline now, Brooklyn Gillen. 39-19. Good pick and roll with Tori Hahn. Jumpers on the way, missed and drew the foul. It'll be Tori Hahn to the free throw line for a 2-shot foul. She can get to double figures with a couple of free throws right here.
Keely Vaughn going to pick up her third.
No free throws, apparently, before the shot. I thought it was on the shot, too. Joy Rippon, the inside look to Brooklyn Gillen. She got hammered on the floor. That'll be team foul number 4 against Holdrege in the quarter.
Yeah, she's definitely cutting across the lane there and kind of got held up or chopped on the arm.
Vaughn will pick up her third. Vaughn will sit with her third. We'll see Bilka check back in the ballgame. 39-19. 90 seconds into the fourth quarter. All Bison in this one. They've led from start to finish. Jumped off to a 14-3 first quarter lead. Led 32-9 at half. Wilkinson, runner inside the lanes on the way and good.
Wow, a nice move down the lane. Just kind of took it upon herself and an easy basket.
Shauna with a game high 19 in this one. Hit a ton of perimeter shots in this one as well. 41, should be 41-19.
That's what I was going to say. I thought
not put the 2 points on the board yet.
Well, that's one way to come back, I guess.
Jumper inside the lanes on the way and miss. Got a foul. Going to be called against McCook. It'll be Carson Sundquist at the free throw line for a 2-shot foul. And Brooklyn Gillen picks up the fourth.
I'm actually a little surprised that there isn't. I think Coach Scheil is pointing and checking, but
yeah. And Coach Peterman's going, you know what? It's time to put the 2 points on the board. He said, I've had enough. First free throw is on the way by good by Fulmer.
And corrected, we are.
A-OK. Holdrege 5 of 9 at the line. 1 more free throw is in and out. Gracie Weimer is on the rebound. 41-20. In the fourth, Kennedy Walter, a little hesitation, stutter step across the timeline. Joy Rippon almost took that 3, passed it up. Kennedy Walter. Rippon the swinging out right side, Wilkinson. High screen from Weimer's. Little pick and roll action. Shauna will take it. Jumpers on the way, missed it. And rebounded by Medina. Long 3 by Stutzman's on the way and missed. Rebound Fulmer. Or Sundquist, beg your pardon. And now Fulmer has it. Sundquist far side. To Bilka. High screen. And going to have a hand check. Going to be called against McCook.
Yeah, Gracie Weimer's, I think, going to get called for the for the grab there.
Fulmer was going by and goes back to Holdrege. We'll see Piper Welsh checking back in, and Sundquist will sit. Paige Borton will spell Kennedy Walter. And the Dusters get it with 5:14 left underneath, 41-20. At front, Fulmer looking for a white shirt. Nice overplay by Weimers, and a steal by Wilkinson. Shauna got to take it with a good speed, and she got a hammer on the way up. It'll be a 2-shot foul.
Yeah, that was definitely an aggressive foul there. And again, McCook just trying to kind of keep this 20-point lead and just kind of playing a little cat and mouse with the Dusters.
Bilka, if I'm not mistaken, it was 0 as Wilkinson at the free throw line now for a 2-shot foul. Shauna is 2 for 2 at the line. Bilka her first. Free throws on the way, make it 3 for 3. First free throws of the half from McCook. They're 5 of 5 for the ball game.
A little bit of a contrast from last night, too, unfortunately. Some of these girls might not have to report to Gene Malik on Monday.
Because it wasn't very good last night, was it?
It was tough, yeah. Free throws were just hard to come by. Again, it was just such a physical game that, for both teams, frankly.
Sienna Dutton will check in for the first time. 43-20 ball game. Tip pass, nearly stolen away. It's going to be off of McCook last, right near the Bison bench. And back to, once again, Holdrege. A little more
dry off the basketball.
I guess a little bit. And here comes Holdrege the other way. Fulmer. Kenneth Fulmer across the timeline. Far side. Good cut in by Wells. Out to Medina. I haven't made any Tone Loc references tonight yet.
True.
You get it, don't you?
I do.
There you go.
Yep.
Entering the ball game for Holdrege will be Keely Vaughn. And it will be Bilka setting. 43-20. 4:43 left off the inbounds. Nice hands that time by Tori Hahn. Got a hand in the pass in the lane, and we'll go back to Holdrege. After the game's over, final stats. And we'll have pre-games talk with head coach Brant Runge for Holdrege. And, well, if you missed it this morning, Coach's Coffee Club, the award-winning interview with assistant coach Joel Arterburn. And I meant that the award-winning interview for Coach Arterburn, who is a great speaker.
Correct.
Joined us on our coach's show to preview the game a little bit, and we'll have that. Paige Borton are going to be called for the walking violation. It goes back to Holdrege. 4:29 left in the game, 43-22. All Bison in this one. Fulmer on the attack, trying to go behind the back dribble, and the ball just wouldn't go with her. Sundquist, good move, kick out on a kick out 3, and boy, do we see that in basketball a lot. I get irritated a lot on a potential shot from like 2 or 3 feet, and you kick it out for a 3.
Right, and again, I mean, that would have been contested certainly at
Yeah.
the layup, but draw a foul, maybe get it to go.
That just drives me
Yeah,
nuts.
it seems so anti what should be happening. Let's go out to the further shot.
Yeah, it happens high school, college, and the pros all the time. Hahn has it out front. Paige Bortner. Wilkinson now between the circles. Halfway point, quarter number 4. And Coach Stiles wants to talk about it. 43-22. We are back to Holdrege High School here shortly on Kicks 96.1. And we're back to Holdrege High. It's wrapping up the final 4 minutes. Halfway point, quarter number 4, All Bison 43-22.
Easy night so far for the Lady Bison. They've been the superior team. Really good defense at press. Just got them off to a great start, let's face it. And like I said, he can't win a game in the first quarter, but boy, oh boy, that sure put them on their way. They basically had this one almost sewed up at halftime.
Not a lot of scoring in this fourth quarter. Bison outscored Holdrege 4-1 in the first 4 minutes. Bortner out front. Double team with Tori Hahn looking backside. Gracie Weimers, boy, tough catch against traffic, and it went off Holdrege last.
Yeah, poked out of her hands by Brady Medina.
3:46 left.
Well, McCook's had some nice success on some of these inbound plays last night as well.
Gracie Weimer's out front. Good cut by Sienna Dutton. Jumper inside the lanes on the way, missed it. Rebound of Holdrege. Stutzman has it. Duster is trying to push tempo a little bit, and Vaughn's going to be fouled by Sienna Dutton out front.
Yeah, no reason for those types of fouls at this point during the game.
43-22, 16 fouls against the Bison, so next foul puts Holdrege at the line. Clayson Keller will check in for the first time, and Sienna Dutton will sit. Coach Schall trying to get some more kids in some playing time here. Jay Bison, JV's girls side lost a tough one, 34-27. Jumper by Fulmer is no good. Rebound by Paige Bortner.
Boys JV did win.
They did?
I do not have a score. Nope. Mr. Mitch Gross gave us that heads up and did not have a final score, but actually said they won relatively comfortably, in fact.
Keller has it now, right side Bortner. 43-22. Out front now, Shauna Wilkinson, the 3-minute mark in this fourth quarter. Wilkinson dumps it off Bortner. 3, right side's going to be off the mark. Rebound backside. Nice job, Tori Hahn. Put back on the way, missed it. Rebound, Stutzman has an open. Brady Medina at the other end, but nice job on Cook hustling back. They'll kick it out. Vaughn 3 is going to be short. Long rebound, Gracie Weimer's.
Yeah, Holdrege is pretty much going to be relegated to 3s, although Coach runs, he may just run his regular offense at this point.
Bortner has it up top. Now it's Keller. See a couple more subs going to check in for the Bison at the next dead ball, and that might be coming sooner than later. Nope. Maybe a walk is going to come up. Here comes Holdrege the other way with 2:27 left. Holdrege has got a lot of subs waiting at the scores table as well. Tip pass by Bortner. Keller comes out with it, and timeout, Coach Amy Schall. I think primarily to just get subs in. Nope, she's going to want to talk about it a little bit. 30-second break. We're back to Holdrege shortly. Kicks 96-1. Back here at Holdrege, final 2:18 on the clock, 43-22 as both teams going to empty their bench a little bit more. Big win for the Lady Bison this one, Bob. They needed this one in the worst way.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, get a nice little confidence boost and go into the holidays with a little better taste in your mouth, as opposed to, they picked up the one win down there, also in Goodland. So, again, they're able to, handle the teams that they should be able to handle, and today's been a real perfect example. I mean, they were clearly the better team, came out right from the get-go and kind of set the tone, and been able to just maintain that really from almost 3 quarters, in fact.
Third win of the season. Again, they'll back in action coming up January 3rd. Home game against Broken Bow and Gothenburg back-to-back before a road trip to Sydney. So, again, some tough games coming up.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough stretch for really both teams.
And some more Bison subs in the ball game. Bortner's going to stay. We'll see Rosalind Weimer's, a 5'7" sophomore, is checked in for the first time. Briley Morgan will check in as well as Holdrege the other way. Some of their starters still in the ball game with Kinley Vaughn, and the foul's going to be called against McCook with 1:54 left, and this will be a free throw, 1-1 for Holdrege.
Yeah, again, got to keep those hands off the players when they're driving like that.
And more subs coming in. Gracie Weimer's will sit and checking in for the first time. Will be Sienna Dutton will check back in the ball game.
Officials making sure that it is 7 team fouls.
Yep. Fulmer at the free throw line for the 1-1. Not for sure what's going to score at scores table.
Well, issues with substitutions, yeah. I think. And
having everybody in the book, maybe.
Oh, the infamous roster mistake.
Yeah, that happened down in Goodland. Thursday night I was down there. Happened Burlington boys, I think.
Yeah,
they didn't have a number in the book. And it looks like that might be the case, and just forgot to write somebody in.
Or potentially an incorrect number.
True.
That's another scenario.
No, I think we're good. So Or what?
Did everybody?
It's not 7. Okay, it says 6. Okay.
Oh, okay, totaling up the.
Somebody put one too many fouls. Next one will be 7. Minute 54 left. Dusters. Fulmer has it. On the move. There's going to be a hand check going to be called against Keller. 1-1. This will be the 7th one coming up. So it would be Fulmer at the free throw line for the 1-1 anyway. 43-22. One more free throw, or first free throw. You won't get the second. Missed it. And rebounded by McCook. The newcomer in number 52, Alexis Hansen. Holdrege gets a steal. Layup and a chance at a three-point play. Stutzman go to the free throw line for a chance at a three-point play. Stutzman, that's her second bucket.
Yeah, she appears to be a pretty nice ball handler for the Dusters as a freshman, too. So we're going to have 3 more years of her.
Yep.
It'd be interesting to see how she develops.
Free throw's going to be on the way and too strong. And we're going to
lane violation?
Lane violation against McCook.
Well, what else is going to happen in the last minute 45?
Boys game to follow here on Kicks 96.1, our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel as well. Hit that subscribe button on the site. Hit that subscribe button. Free throws on the way and good by Stutzman. The old-fashioned three-point play. 43-25. Morgan in backcourt. Sienna Dutton has it. And pass thrown away. Here comes Stutzman the other way. Bounce pass, far side. Vaughn, jumpers on the way and good. 43-27 with a minute 23 left. And got a foul, got a walking violation at the other end against, had to be called against McCook. And we'll go back to Holdrege. Minute 20 left. Yeah, reserve group's got to get tough here and play a little defense. Their chance. Jumper's going to be blocked. Shot. Nice shot by Sienna Dutton. Got a hand on the passing lane. Jump ball. Possession arrow goes back to McCook.
Yeah, you don't want to get too crazy here in the last 2 minutes with things and just let's get some good solid plays.
Morgan off the inbounds. Keller and off the dribble just kind of lost it that time. Took her eye, but it goes out of bounds. And now Coach Runcey's going to clear his bench, and he had a mixture of starters and subs, and it's the same with this group. It's a mixture of starters and subs. No, it's all subs, I should say. Bilka back in. Pochnik back in as well. 1 minute left. In this one, Bison will win their 3rd game of the year. Jumper baseline's on the way and good. By Holdrege, that was Morgan Pfeiffer. Always got to be at least a Pfeiffer in the books, that's for sure, every year for Holdrege. 43-29, 43 seconds left. Dusters get it right back. On the low block, no shot. Kick out jumper is going to be on the way and short. Rebound backside by Weimers. Sienna Dutton the other way with 30 seconds left. Roslyn baseline, Briley Morgan. Briley, open baseline, jumpers on the way short. Hansen fight for the rebound. Rebounded by Holdrege with 20 seconds on the clock. And now top of the circle, now Morgan Pfeiffer. One more possession probably right here, last one. 43-29, Bison. Really, it's going to end up 14, but it was a lot more. Jumpers on the way, missed. Rebounded by Morgan with 2, with 1, and that will be your final. 43-29, Bison pick up a big road win to end the pre-Christmas schedule. Quick break, back to the totals. Get ready for the boys contest here shortly. Kicks 96.1. Back at Holdrege, final score in game one. Lady Bison win a good one here. Got off to a great start. Led at the half 32-9 and cruised on 43. 29 win. Final stats brought to you by McCook Clinic. Shauna Wilkinson led all scorers with a game-high 21. Tori Hahn with 8. 5 for Joy Rippon, 4 for Kennedy Walter, and 2 for Brooklyn Gillen, 3 off the bench for Malia Hilker. Bison perfect at the line, 6 for 6. Holdrege led in scoring by McKenna Fulmer with 7 points, 5 for Vaughn, 5 for Stutzman, 4 for Medina, 1 for Sundquist, 3 for Wells, 2 for Bilka off the bench. I had Holdrege 6 of 12. Again, nice win, Bob. Nice win going to the holiday break.
Yeah, great choice by Coach Child to throw the press out there right from the get-go. Holdrege really was never able to recover from that press, especially in the first quarter. And again, boy, they're going to have a tough season. They got a young team, and hopefully their attitudes stay positive. But, you know, again, if McCook was able to do this, I mean, I'm sure they're going to see presses a lot more during the rest of the season and everything. But again, hope springs eternal, and they only have one senior, Brady Medina. Everybody else will be coming back next year. So again, certainly going to be a year for them to get a lot of experience.
We'll see you in game 2.
Looking forward to it.
All right, for Bob Golke, Cole Barnett running the camera. I'm Rich Barnett. Game 2 of pregame talks with both coaches coming up here shortly on Kicks 96.1. And we're back. Holdrege High School, Kicks 96.1, HighPlainsRadio.net, or KICX app, and our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Rich Barnett, Bob Golke, Cole Barnett running the camera tonight and ready for game 2. Now, last night you and Mark did the Kearney Catholic game, and that was a nice Bison win. A Kearney Catholic team coming in, kind of a new team for them this year with 8 seniors graduating last year, but they gave McCook a kind of little push, didn't they?
Yeah, again, McCook got off to a nice start, led most of the game, or did lead the whole game basically, but never were able to pull away from Kearney Catholic basically until about the last 4 minutes of the game. So, yeah, nip and tuck. Kearney Catholic, of course, a team, yeah, as you said, young, very young, but a nice tradition there at the school, and they played hard the whole game there, and again, Bison just able to pull away at the end to get the nice victory, I think, by 11 points, if I remember correctly, overall last night. But again, they were in a dogfight. So again, if nothing else, maybe you prepped them well because, like it or not, Holdrege is going to come out with a pretty big effort tonight. You can count on that.
Bison have a chance to finish 6-1 before the break. That's not bad at all.
No, and fact is, talking with a couple of players and of course, assistant coach Joel Arterburn, make sure I get that right. But no, I mean they really felt too that they had many chances to win that Colby game and were very disappointed with that. So again, you could be looking at an undefeated season or a team, after at the Christmas break at 7-0. But again, they'll take 6-1 and hopefully build on that. And then, like you said, he kind of mentioned the girls lineup next week, and of course the boys will be playing the same lineup. And again, they're going to jump right back into it after the end of the holiday with 3 games in that week. And they're going to have a Sydney team at the end of that week that's going to be looking for a little payback on the Bison boys from last year. So, again, man, we make the road trip out there. So, anyway, again, a lot of action coming up. But, again, first things first, let's get the introductions of the players here. And I guess
I'll let you do it.
Well, I'll be happy to do that.
You bet.
And let's hope they can get off to a good start here like the ladies did. Bison boys, they'll be in their road reds with the black trim and the white numbers. They'll go with Mitchell Cole, 6'2 junior, Evan Humphrey, 6'2 senior, Lucas Gomez Wilson, 5'9 senior, Jacob Gomez Wilson, 5'9 senior, and Brett Faker, a 6-foot junior. For the Holdrege Dusters, they'll go with Jackson Heinrichs, who I believe is their top scorer. Just a heck of a senior, 6 foot tall. Garrett Johnson, a 6'1" sophomore. Cole Guthrie, a 6'1" senior. Jackson Karn, 5'11" senior. And Wyatt Pfeiffer, a 6 foot 2-inch sophomore. So no big size problems for the Bison in this matchup. And again, we'll just kind of see how they come out. This is a Holdrege team that did not score in the last 4 minutes of their game last night, led the whole way, and then was shut out for the last 4 minutes and ended up losing to Gothenburg. So I'm sure they're going to look forward. Nothing better for them to get the taste of that loss out of their mouth than beating the Bison. So they'll be getting their best effort tonight, I'm sure.
Of course, Holdrege has, while Cook does not have any more games after tonight, they will be off for the holidays, but Holdrege has Lexington coming up again on Tuesday night to wrap up their pre-Christmas schedule. Quick break, back with the tip-off from McCook and Holdrege after the break on Kicks 96.1. Back here at Holdrege High School, ready for the tip-off. Heinrichs and Mitchell Cole will jump into midcourt. We were over here for football during the regular season, and the Bison had a big win there, and here for basketball as well. Bison going right to left, Holdrege left to right, and ready for basketball as the tip controlled by McCook. Lucas Gomez-Wilson. The pink shoes. Does he already have pink shoes this year?
He sported those for the first time last night, as a matter of fact.
I don't remember the Chase County game he had pink shoes.
No, he did not.
Oh, the shoe industry in basketball. Holy smokes. Lucas Gomez-Wilson, 3 balls on the way, missed it. Long rebound out to Holdrege. If it helps him shoot better, score more, I'm all for it.
Right.
Heinrichs to the bucket, layups on the way, good.
Yeah, exactly right. Jacob Gomez-Wilson there, unable to stop him. And again, Heinrichs is the guy they're going to have to stop to get this win.
Averaging about 17 a game coming in, so he's their guy. Mitchell Cole has the top of the circle. Lucas Gomez-Wilson on the drive. Good blow by that time. Layups on the way, good.
Yeah, Jacob Gomez-Wilson got McCook off to a great start last night. Lucas starting things off for us tonight.
Dusters back in the half-court set. Minute gone, 2-2 ball game. Long 3 right sides on the way and good. Garrett Johnson lights it up for 3. It's 5-2.
Yeah, I believe he's their second leading scorer as a sophomore.
Evan Humphrey, nice to get the senior off and running. Good start for him, hopefully. 5-2 Dusters early. Lucas Gomez-Wilson, left-handed dribble. Top of the circle to Jacob, and the Bison run their motion against the man-to-man. Swinging out right side, Brett Fraker. Tries drive in. Tough angle on the way through it up off the glass, and it fell in.
Wow. Land of the Giants there and just forced it up just nicely off the glass.
5-4 ball game. Heinrichs across the timeline for Holdrege. That's the biggest crowd for Holdrege. Am I looking across the way? It doesn't seem like.
Yeah, it's a Saturday night, too. Early games and everything, too. I'm a little bit surprised myself.
Out of bounds off Holdrege. Dusters turn the ball over, and the Bison will get it back. Adam Ducker in a walking boot I see down there.
That is correct. Yeah,
progress being made.
Saw him take a couple steps last night. Still has the crutches, though. He's probably not supposed to do that, but he actually did walk down a couple steps last night.
Evan Humphrey, deep threes on the way and good. buries his first tray, and the Bison got their first lead of the ballgame, 7-5.
Yeah, he had 14 in the first half last night to go along with Jacob Gomez-Wilson. So, again, nice to see him get off to a good start.
Heinrichs dribble penetration. Got to stop the basketball. Bucket counts. Chance of the old-fashioned three-point play.
I think they're probably afraid to get too close to those shoes of his, Rich. Yeah. We got the nuclear toxic green, I believe, is what you call that.
First foul of the game going to be called against Mitchell Cole. And we'll see Bo Beaker checking in for the first time. 7-7 ball game. Breaks the tie with a free throw. 8-7 Dusters. Quickly the other way. Sideline pass Brett Fraker. Matched up against Cole Guthrie. Now Lucas Gomez-Wilson. Pass a little bit behind Bo Beaker and goes out and gets it. 8-7 Holdrege in the early going. Almost 3 minutes gone. Brett Fraker top of the circle. Brett on the move. Now Lucas Gomez-Wilson. Bo Beaker comes on top. Now Brett Fraker trying to maneuver to 2 white shirts, throws one up, missed it, rebounded by Garrett Johnson.
Yeah, Heinrichs kind of doubled down on him there too, made that shot much tougher.
And Jacob Gomez-Wilson trying to draw offensive foul. Kick out 3. Baseline is good by Wyatt Pfeiffer.
Well, I'll tell you what, Holdrege, I'm sure, wants to keep this shooting percentage up for the majority of the game. They've been deadly so far.
11-7, biggest lead for the Dusters at 4 in this one. Fraker top of the circle. Jacob Gomez-Wilson right side. Garrett Johnson going to dare him to take that shot. Bo Beaker has it. Now it's Brett Fraker. Brett trying to find an alley. The kick out. Jacob Gomez-Wilson. Baseline 3's on the way. Rimmed in and out off of Bo Beaker trying to crash the boards. Couldn't quite grab it. Goes back to Holdrege.
Yeah, shooting touch not quite there for the Bison so far. Holdrege been very good from the field. And again, similar to last night, this is the same kind of start they got off to last night and led up until about the last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Keegan Johnson, sharpshooter. Hopefully get him in the scheme of things shooting. He'll check in. Fraker will get his first break. 11-7. Holdrege with that lead. Little backdoor cut by Pfeiffer. No shot. Out front now, Heinrichs. Jacob Gomez-Wilson's got the assignment, giving us some inches on the great dish inside. Runners on the way. Miss. Putbacks on the way and good.
Wow, nice putback by Garrett Johnson. Didn't even let his feet touch the floor. Just put it right back up and in. Good hustle by him. Impressive basket.
13-7 Holdrege. Almost the halfway point. Quick first quarter. Keegan Johnson. On the dribble, dumps off Bo Beaker, and a great dish inside, and Bo with the layups on the way and good.
Boy, passing in a phone booth there, Rich. I mean, that was really tight in there. And again, great assist by Keegan Johnson.
13-9, Bison respond with the buckets. Holdrege back in the half court. Again, Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Heinrichs to the bucket. And Bo Beaker contested it, but the layup's on the way and good. Coach Joe Imus once again gets a timeout. 15-9 lead. Quick timeout. Back in 30 next on Kicks 96.1. Back here at Holdrege, timeout taken by head coach Joe Imus McCook. Not happy, I'm sure, with his defense right now.
Exactly right. Saw him in that particular case talking to Bo Beaker, and boy, Heinrichs, he is not afraid to take the ball in. I don't think he's tried an outside shot yet, but again, and like you said, Jacob Gomez Wilson seems to be covering him most of the time, and that's definitely a little bit of a height mismatch for sure.
6-point Duster lead, 15-9 into the 4-minute mark here, quarter number 1 from Holdrege High School. Jacob Gomez Wilson takes it out front. Evan Humphrey, deep three, right side. It's going to be short. Rebound by Heinrichs for Holdrege.
Yeah, again, the offensive rebound's a little tougher to come by for the Bison so far today.
Heinrich dribbled, kick out, almost threw it in the stands that time, and a good save. Wyatt Pfeiffer, Heinrichs matched up Gabe Gans in the ball game as Bison, they got switched up that time. On the deep three corners on the way and missed by Jackson Karn. Offensive rebound, Holdrege. Karn has it. Baseline, three ball. Baseline's on the way. Another three is on the way by Garrett Johnson. His second one of the quarter.
Yeah, hate to give him a second chance. Cole Guthrie with a big rebound for Holdrege.
Humphreys three rains in, and they're raining left and right, aren't they?
Got to match them 1-for-1 here. Heck, a pretty exciting first quarter so far.
18-12 Dusters. Just under the 3-minute mark, quarter number 1.
They can't shoot this good all night.
No
Rich.
way, not a chance. Heinrichs to the pull-up jumper inside the free throw line's on the way too strong. Rebound by Humphrey from McCook. Or Mitchell Cole's back in there, sorry.
Yeah, he came in for Bo Beaker just a second ago.
Keegan Johnson baseline out front. Jacob Gomez Wilson. Cole has it top of the circle. Now it's Gans, and Gabe's not afraid to pull the trigger. He's going to be short in the three and recovered by Holdrege. No numbers for the Dusters. Garrett Johnson pulls a trigger again, another three, and that's a deep three corner from the left side.
Well, they can keep it up for the first quarter, I guess.
21-12, biggest lead for the Dusters at 9. We're approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Keegan Johnson out front. Skip pass now, Jacob Gomez Wilson. You're going to have to guard the perimeter with some of these Holdrege shooters, that's for sure. Jacob Gomez Wilson, high post. Gans muscles away, got it stripped. Nice job on the help that time by Wyatt Pfeiffer right there. And here comes Holdrege the other way.
Yeah, sophomore versus senior, and Heinrichs got the steal.
Oh, boy, bodies hit the floor, and Coach Imus cannot believe that was an offensive foul. They're going to call a foul against McCook as two Bison got mowed over at the free throw line, and they did nothing.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Wow.
That's a tough one.
Second team foul against McCook. I was so ticked I forgot who the foul was on. As it's going to be the two-shot foul for Cole Guthrie. Free throws on the way, missed.
Yeah, going to give it to Keegan Johnson, his first.
As Gabe Gans will sit. Fraker will check back in. One more free throw, once again for Guthrie. And it's a 10-point game, 22-12. Score update brought to you by MMB Bank.
Woohoo!
As Holdrege, their bench as well. Guthrie will sit, and it was Coy Swanson. Oh, there's always got to be a Swanson in there as well from Holdrege every year. Yep, that's for sure. Jacob Gomez Wilson has it, trying to maneuver inside. They post up Mitchell Cole. Hesitation. Brett Fraker now. Brett to the bucket split. Two white shirts. Lamps go to the right side. Wow.
Both of them tried to get him before he got to the basket, and he just went right between them. A nice, easy lay-in for Brett Fraker.
22-14, 8-point game. Holdrege up, minute 20 left. Walking violation. Jackson Heinrichs just switched that pivot foot, a little nonchalant spin that time, and back to McCook.
Yeah, like I said, we talked last night a little bit just about kind of all these little in-between steps that players just kind of get in that habit. And some officials call it and some don't, but still, it's a bad habit to get into.
Minute 19 left in the quarter. McCook with the basketball. Johnson out front. Evan Humphrey itching for another shot at a three. Keegan Johnson, I'm sure more of the same. Keegan this time on a dribble penetration. Kick out Fraker right side. Baseline Johnson with a minute left in the quarter. Bison down by 8, 22-14. Humphrey, baseline corner threes on the way, missed everything. Rebound backside by Holdrege. One and done that time. Coy Swanson the other way for the Dusters. Out front now, Garrett Johnson's had the hot hand, pull-up jumper, went to his left, jumper's going to be on the way, rolls off, rebound by Mitchell Cole.
Yeah, good-looking sophomore there.
Here comes Bison the other way with a chance to get it to 6, maybe 5 with 34 seconds left. Cole out front, a little scoop handoff. Heinrich's got in the way. His layup's going to be on the way and good. They're going to count the bucket in a 3-point play.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, Evan Humphrey intentionally whiffed on it just to try and, oh, my.
That'll be team foul number 3 against McCook in the quarter. And Coach Imus is going, are you sure? Are you positive? Heinrich's on the 3-point play, and it rolls in. Biggest lead for the Dusters at 11, 25-14. Chance McCook can get a good possession here in the final shot. Gomez Wilson across the timeline. Kick out to Fraker. Out front now, and Keegan Johnson. His first shot. Hierker's on the way. Missed it. Rebound long. One to Evan Humphrey. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Fraker pulls a string and misses a shot. Here comes Holdrege with a chance to light it up before the end of the quarter with 4. Heinrich's going to take it right to the bucket. Runners off the glass. Missed it. Putbacks on the way. Missed that one too. After 1, it's Holdrege 25 and McCook 14. The second quarter coming up shortly on Kicks 96.1. Back here to Holdrege. High-scoring first quarter, 25-14 Holdrege. Our first quarter stats brought to you by McCook Clinic. Bison led scoring by Evan Humphrey with 6, Brett Fraker with 4. Lucas Gomez Wilson, 1 bucket. Same with Bo Beaker. Bison didn't shoot a free throw. Holdrege 3 of 4. 2 guys combined for 23 of their points, or 21 of the points. Johnson with 11, Heinrichs with 10, 1 for Guthrie and 3 for Pfeiffer. Wow, Holdrege shoot the ball well.
Yeah, again, can't keep that up for a whole game, we hope. Again, only 3 fouls called, all of McCook in the first quarter there. Holdrege, no fouls.
Long 3, it's on the way by Heinrich, steps out. That's his first perimeter shot, isn't it?
Exactly right, but again, you've got to stay on him. I mean, you got to have a hand in his face for sure.
Averaging 17, he's on his way. He's got 13 early second quarter. Fraker on the move. There's your first foul of the second quarter, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, Cole Guthrie, a little impeding there for Holdrege.
And that'll be his first. Again, first team foul of the entire game against Holdrege. Inbounds pass Brett Fraker. 28-14 ball game. Looking for a red shirt out front now. It's Jacob Gomez Wilson. Got the original starting 5 back in from McCook with Gomez Wilson and Gomez Wilson with Fraker, Cole, and also Humphrey in there right now. Jacob has the left side. It's the Holdrege man-to-man. On the move. The scoop layup's on the way. Missed it. Drew the foul. Jacob Gomez Wilson, the free throw line for a 2-shot foul.
Boy, yeah, not afraid to drive the lane there. And again, just barely missed on that touch. So again, second foul called on Holdrege.
This time will be against
Cole Guthrie. Oh.
Garrett Johnson. First free throws of the game for Jacob Gomez Wilson's on the way and good. 28-15 our score. Bison first points in a while. Second free throw is going to be on the way and good as well. Now to play some more defense. Back at the man-to-man pressure. Heinrichs across the timeline for the Dusters.
Yeah, no reason to panic. We know the Bison can score, but just got to get a few defensive stops.
Kick out. On the move is Jackson Carn. Loose ball picked up by McCook.
Starting right there.
Lucas Gomez Wilson across the timeline. Jacob has it out front. Mitchell Cole between the circles. Brett Fraker has it. Brett on the move. Good move. The ball went up, lost it on the way up, and tipped around, recovered by Holdrege.
I thought it was a pumpkin seed for a second there.
Jackson Carr, now Jackson Heinrichs sets up the half court. 28-16 Dusters. Heinrichs, Humphrey has a defensive assignment right now. Karn, baseline, uncovered that time as Cole Guthrie missed the shot, rebounded by Fraker.
Wow, lots of contact there. Bison might have got away with one.
28-16. Chance McCook to cut it 10 or maybe single digits right here. Lucas Gomez-Wilson, that went off of McCook last, and it sure did. Went off. Heinrichs tipped it right off his Lucas's leg, goes back to Holdrege.
Yeah, exactly. He was on top of it, and the referee agreed too. So again, got to grab that when you have the chance.
Check it back in. Gabe Gans, Keegan Johnson both check back in the ball game. 28-16 Dusters. Almost 2 minutes gone, quarter number 2. Heinrichs has the top of the circle. The swing at left side, Garrett Johnson. Illegal screen over here, I think. Going to be the guilty party, Coy Swanson, I do believe.
Yeah, got a block there. No. Evan Humphrey took the worst of that too, boy. He's a little tender at the moment.
And it's going to be Pfeiffer picking up his first.
Kind of favoring that left leg a little bit. Might have got a little knee on the old quad or something.
Well, Charlie Horse action.
There it be.
28-16. Bison trailing it. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Keegan Johnson bounce past Bo Beaker back in the ballgame. Wrap around Gabe Gans. Jumper. Count it. Chance at a three-point play. I was wondering if Bo was going to get it there because he kind of a second late that time, but he did get it there and we converted.
Yeah, again, great fake by Gabe Gans to get the Heinrichs up in the air and then wait for him to go by and then lay it in. So Bison going to start to chip away, get it to single digits here hopefully.
Gabe's first points. Free throw is going to be on the way and missed it too strong. Long rebound, Evan Humphrey. Bison get it right back. Keegan Johnson launches it right side. Threes on the way in and out. Boy, it looked good with the release. But here comes Holdrege off the miss.
Yeah, that'd have been big.
28-18. Long threes on the way. Of course, they come back, and Johnson another three.
Yeah, again, you cannot let up for a second. Him and Heinrichs both are not afraid to pull the trigger.
That is 6 threes in the half for Holdrege, and Johnson's got 4 of them. 31-18. Johnson out front from Bo Beaker, got it tipped, and Gabe Gans retrieves, and the foul's going to be called against Pfeiffer, and that's number 2 on him.
Yeah, kind of an excuse me there. Both players going for the ball, and Gabe Gans got there first.
That'll be the 4th team foul against the Dusters in 4 and 2.5 minutes.
I was going to say they had nothing at the end of the first quarter, and now they have 5 so far in the first 2.5 minutes. Yeah,
there we go. Bison get it back in midcourt. Got to chip into this lead, trailing by 13, 31-18. Humphrey now, Jacob Gomez-Wilson. They flash post inside of Bo Beaker, got it knocked away. Here comes Holdrege the other way, trying to push tempo. Swanson, Heinrichs. Drawing a help defense defender every time if they can. Heinrichs step through off the glass, missed it. Rebound by Gans.
Wow, he really forced that shot.
Lead pass, Evan Humphrey pulls the trigger, long deep three is going to be on the way, and it bounces, hit the standard, and goes back to Holdrege.
Yeah, again, Bison got to hang in there. Their shooting touch is not as good as it was last night. Holdrege is not playing any better defense than Kearney Catholic did, frankly. It's just that the shots are not going in. So, again, just got to get to halftime here maybe or try and do something here in the last half of the second quarter.
31-18. Dusters have the basketball. Jackson Heinrichs between the circles, far side. Dusters have it on the move. Pull-up jumper. Garrett Johnson again finally missed a shot. Rebound backside by Evan Humphrey. Jacob Gomez-Wilson the other way. 13-point game. Bo Beaker, oh boy, close that time. Whip pass inside. Humphrey. Beaker lamps on the way, rolls in, count it, chance at a 3-point play again.
I almost fumbled the initial pass and then was able to just pass it off and then broke straight for the basket. And again, chance for a 3-point play.
Bo with a couple of buckets off the bench. Will shoot a free throw. That's 6 team fouls just like that in 4.5 minutes or so. As that's the second going to be called on Cole Guthrie. So they've got 2 starters with 2 fouls apiece.
Yeah, again, if pressure driving the lane like that, you're going to draw a crowd. And again, Bison now, all of a sudden, like you said, 6 fouls here in the first half of the second quarter.
Missed free throw. Gans put back block shot and a foul against Heinrichs. And Gabe Gans to the free throw line for a 2-shot foul. Bison just got to hit free throws here.
Yeah, if Heinrichs not happy with that foul call, the referee was kind of behind the play. So again, had pretty good arm on the ball as far as I could see from here. So Gabe Gans at the line, though, for a couple.
Just missed his last free throw a short time ago in a 3-point play. 31-20, 4:27 left in the first half. Two-shot foul for Gans. First one's on the way, and this one a little bit better rotation, and it flies in good. 31-21. Again, game one, Lady Bison with a big win in the opener rather easily. 43-29, that score, it sounds like, well, 14. It was really never close at times. Missed the second. Beaker on a good dump down inside the Bison. Boy, they got a lot of points in that possession, didn't they?
Yeah, again, a lot of opportunity stuff, and Heinrichs really just kind of backed off on that rebound. I guess didn't want to draw any other fouls.
31-23, Bison got the lead down to 8. Heinrichs looking to dump it down. The ball just went out of nowhere, out of bounds, no touch.
That's the second time we had one down at our end and then one at their end where it's just, like I said, the ball just squirts up, almost hits the ceiling.
Where's the Lester Hayes stick 'em when you need it, huh?
They can't wear gloves out there, can they?
4-minute mark, Bison have a chance to chip away even more. They post up Gans, low block. Gabe backing his way down, off the glass and good. Against Heinrichs that time, the lead's down to 6.
Yeah, again, that's sophomore against senior for McCook. And again, he backed him down his right and just nice little turnaround jumper.
And the two posts who have come in off the bench, Beaker and Gans, have come in and played very key parts in the second quarter.
Yeah, got some nice points in production.
Garrett Johnson let the defense fly by. Jumper baseline, in and out. Recovered by Jacob Gomez-Wilson. Lead pass, Humphrey. Split away. Layups on the way, and the Bison have trimmed this thing down to 4, 31-27.
Yeah, that's what can happen. We know they score in bunches. And again, Holdrege, they can't keep up that shooting pace. No way.
3:26 in the half. Bison trailed by a lot by double digits late. Oh, Jackson Heinrichs on a push-off. It looked like clear Gomez-Wilson out of the way, but they negate that one. At the other end, lead pass Gomez-Wilson to Humphrey and got it broken up.
Yeah, can't do it twice in a row, unfortunately. But, yeah, that's a pretty aggressive move there by Heinrichs.
3-minute mark coming up. Jumper on the way by Jackson Karn on the way and good.
Yeah, Coach Imus wants to travel big time on that, too. A little pump fake, and he shuffled his feet before he shot that ball.
Jacob Gomez-Wilson, that's two that he is really, it's sold it well, and it might have been legit. Gans inside the jumper. Lane's on the way. He is having a field day. Gabe Gans with a nice first half.
Yeah, Heinrichs keeps looking at his coach like, what am I supposed to do here? And again, Gabe Gans just, he's going to keep taking it to him unless something changes.
Heinrichs is not going to pick up any fouls. That's why.
No, again, he is their scoring threat. Garrett Johnson can't carry him all the way himself.
Top of the circle now. It's Jackson Karn. Heinrichs now has it. 35-29, 6-point game. 2:21 left in the quarter. Johnson now Heinrichs. Out front between the leg dribble. Baseline, Johnson, little floaters on the way, missed it. Rebound, going to be Johnson climbing the back of Bo Beaker. And this will be free throws at their other end for, once again, McCook. Is that, they're over the 7-foul limit.
Yeah, a little frustration foul there on that particular play. And again, Rich, I hate to keep beating the same story here, so to speak. But again, no fouls on Holdrege in the first quarter, 3 on McCook. And now it's been 8-0 in this quarter, all on Holdrege. So.
And Garrett Johnson just picked up his second. So Johnson with 2, Guthrie with 2, Pfeiffer with 2. And Bo Beaker back to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, again, McCook's offense just puts so much pressure on you at various points that it's hard to avoid fouls.
Missed a free throw, long rebound, and loose ball picked up by Evan Humphrey. Bison in a chance. Keegan Johnson out front now, Jacob Gomez-Wilson on the move. Boy, a lot of contact again, and apparently nothing there enough to warrant that one. And here we go the other way. Minute 55 left, 35-29, 6-point Holdrege lead. Garrett Johnson, top of the circle, a jump switch by Beaker, and Johnson throws the ball away. Another turnover against Holdrege, and the Bison will get it back.
Yeah, again, even better to cut into this margin with a minute 46 to go. It'd be great to see the Bison just get on a little more mini run here and tie this thing up before half.
Mitchell Cole will check back in. Nice job. Bo Beaker had a nice run in there with, he got 6 points in the night off the bench. Minute 46 left in the half. Bison trailing by 6. 35-29 back to the man-to-man for Holdrege. Jacob Gomez-Wilson sets up that play for Coach Joe Imus. On the move, I got to push it to get it from behind by Heinrichs apparently. On the move, Heinrichs the other way. Lamp's going to be on the way and good.
Boy, just right in the middle of the run here too. Now Holdrege to be able to pump it back up to 8.
37-29. And Gomez-Wilson gets pocket picked by Heinrichs that time. Lamp's going to be on the way. He was looking inside and just took his eye off at that time, and that led to the layup. Leads back to 10.
Quick 4-point answer by Holdrege. Back-to-back turnovers.
39-29. Mitchell Cole out front between the circles. A minute left in the quarter. Keegan Johnson, long deep threes on the way. Splash, another but nets. Nice job by Keegan Johnson. Big three, his first points of the half.
Yeah, hopefully we can get another possession or two here before the end of the half.
45 seconds left, 39-32, or does Holdrege take the air out of the ball right here?
It's looking like it.
Heinrichs has it out front, matched up against Evan Humphrey. The lob, boy, dangerous pass that time, and Holdrege retrieves. Heinrichs gets the ball right back. On the move, got a timeout. Coach Brant Runge wants to talk about it. 39-32. Quick 30-second break. We're back to Holdrege here shortly on Kicks 96.1. Rich Bob and Cole back here at Holdrege High School, 39-32. Advantage McCook after a 25-14 Holdrege lead. Bison advantage, if my math is right, 32-14 here in the second quarter. I'm sorry, 18-14, sorry. 18-14 here in the second quarter. 18 plus 14 is 32.
I was going to let you run with it.
Oh, golly. So let's see Holdrege what they do. They call time. They're burned with their first timeout to set something up with 28 seconds left.
Yeah, hopefully you can keep this thing under 10. But McCook got it as close as 4 just about 30, 40 seconds ago.
It wasn't that long ago. Heinrichs has it. Bison gets shake off the double team. Out front, Swanson.
There's Johnson.
Yeah, trying to find Johnson with a bunch of threes in this first half. We're down to 14 seconds left. Heinrichs backside, trying to screen Keegan Johnson. Johnson three, got it. The screen, didn't go over the screen. Back to 10, 5 seconds, 4, Gomez Wilson. Good move, layups on the wing, good with a second left, and that's your half, 42-34. Coach Imus wanted to and one that time. It is an 8-point game. Bob and I will talk about that first half here shortly on Kicks 96.1. Back here to Holdrege, 42-34 halftime score. Wow, that's a lot of points.
NBA.
Yeah.
Let's get some points going. That's
Jeez,
right.
many Christmas. Our first half stats brought to you by McCook Clinic after being outscored 25-14 in the first. Bison outscored Holdrege 20-17 in quarter number 2. Bison led in scoring. They had a more balanced lineup. They had 7 different guys score in that first half, led by Evan Humphrey with 8. Big points off the bench from Gabe Gans with 7. Bo Beaker with 6. 4 for Brett Fraker, 4 for Jacob Gomez-Wilson, 2 for Lucas Gomez-Wilson, and 3 for Keegan Johnson. Bison were 3 of 7 at the line in the first half. 2 guys scored 36 to 42. Heinrichs with 19. Garrett Johnson, Bob, with 17. 2 guys, 36 to 42.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I mean, you would think Coach Imus is going to obviously make a couple of adjustments here at halftime and maybe just try to take at least one of them out of the game because, again, nobody else has exhibited any kind of offensive threat for Holdrege other than those 2 guys. And, again, I would think they'd have to cool off, and it's hard to believe that they went 4 minutes last night at the end of the game and did not score a point against Gothenburg, so I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but it did. So, again, obviously they can run into dry spells too, and again, thought McCook, once they got up to 4, I thought they were going to be able to keep it under 5 going into half, but again, a couple of quick baskets by Holdrege, and they bumped it back up to 10, and Jacob Gomez-Wilson, thank goodness, got that last layup with a second to go.
Also, 3 points for 5 for 2 for Karn and 1 for Guthrie after quarter number 2 after at halftime. 42-34. We got a ball game. Going to be a fun second half. Back with the second half in just a little bit here from Holdrege High on Kicks 96.1. Rich Barnett, Bob Golke, Cole Barnett doing our great camera work tonight as broadcasting live once again from Holdrege High, 42-34. So normal situations, 9 out of 10 times you see a game like this, the scoring just tapers off. Is this going to happen in this one?
Yeah, you wonder too. I mean, everybody was, especially Holdrege does certainly. But again, you just wonder if it's going to be a tale of two halves. But I don't know. I'm not overly concerned for some reason about this. Even the deficit at this point and stuff. I just think we have more firepower and actually can play better defense than we did in that first half, obviously, giving up 42. But still, I just can't believe Holdrege is going to be able to keep up this pace. And I wouldn't think two guys can beat us. But it'll be interesting to see what Coach Imus does, what adjustments he made, if he's just going to go ahead and stick with the same or going to maybe try and do something different, flip-flop players, maybe guarding Johnson and Heinrichs. But, again, Bison certainly do not want to give this game away.
Not a chance. Would love to end up 6-1 before the break. And I was talking to Coach Arterburn, of course, and I had him on our Coach's Coffee Club this morning that with no holiday tournament, boy, you get some work in next week, and you got the 5-day moratorium, then you're back to practice, and your first game January 3rd. These guys, when that January 3rd, they're going to be dying for a game.
Yeah, they'll be tired of practice if they aren't already type of thing. And that's a heck of a good week because, frankly, they aren't really going to have that Tuesday, Friday, Saturday game. So, again, even the practices that week are going to have to be kind of tapered down a little bit. So, again, you just don't want to take and have to sit on this game for 2 weeks, theoretically.
Right, yeah, exactly right. Here we go, half number 2, original starting 5 back for the Bison. Did Evan Humphrey just go over and back? Maybe not. It looked like it.
Well, 3 gentlemen in stripes missed it.
They start Gabe Gans in the second half in a high-low situation to Mitchell Cole, and there's a good start for the Bison right there.
Yeah, again, that's something, just to work that inside game.
That's Mitchell's first bucket of the game, 42-36. Down to 6. It's got close to 4, pretty much 4 points in that second quarter. Heinrichs out front. Big first half, 19 points. A kick out, threes on the way, missed, and rolls off. Rebounded by Mitchell Cole.
Yeah, again, that's what we want. Jackson Karn with that shot, and that's one of the other players out there.
And a ball, actually, kind of whole new line. It was Keegan Johnson starts the half, and Gabe Gans starts the second half as well.
Yeah, I think Coach Imus maybe potentially sending a message that the players that played better in that first half are going to start the second half possibly.
Out front now, Jacob Gomez-Wilson has it, 42-36, Holdrege by 6. They post a high post to Gabe Gans. Out front, baseline 3, defender fell down. 3 balls on the way and good as the defender Cole Guthrie fell down, and the 3 is good.
Lead cut in half.
42-39. That's the second field goal for Jacob Gomez-Wilson. Heinrichs out front. 1 minute gone in the quarter. Bison with a good start. Heinrichs 3 is going to be off the mark. Rebound, Cole, and recovered by Gabe Gans.
Yeah, same defense. Jacob Gomez-Wilson covering Heinrichs on that. And again, was just a little bit tighter there. Kept him on the outside.
Keegan Johnson, boy, itching for that 3. Passes it up. Free throw line. Gabe Gans has it, 42-39. Gabe out front, maneuvering, closely guarded. Now Gomez-Wilson swinging over far side. Keegan Johnson. Kick out, Humphrey, top of the circle. Gabe Gans had to duck, missed the 3. Rebounded by Gomez-Wilson. Good save to Gans. Pull-up jumper, floaters in the lane on the way, missed it. Mitchell Cole keeps it alive, and it goes Jacob Gomez-Wilson baseline. I thought it was going to roll out of bounds, and a foul is going to be called against Pfeiffer. That will be number 3.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go off Mitchell Cole's leg out of bounds, and then all of a sudden Jacob Gomez-Wilson was there in the corner to get it, so Bison inbound.
I thought that was hilarious. Gabe Gans down here had to duck because Humphrey was ready to pull the trigger on a 3 and had to get out of the way.
Yeah, screening your own player.
42-39, it's a 3-point Holdrege lead. Gans low block, little jump hook inside the lane, rimmed in and out. Mitchell Cole, another rebound. Tryon will kick it back out. New life for McCook. 42-39. Gomez-Wilson missed it. Rebound. Cole. Backside. Putbacks on the way. Good. Mitchell Cole's come up huge with 2 big buckets here in the quarter.
3 chances for the Bison there. So, again, here we go. 1-point game. It didn't take long to cut into that lead.
42-41. Baseline Jackson Karn. On the dribble out front, Garrett Johnson. Long ways. This is a 22-foot 3, and he drilled it. Well, I guess if you make it, you say good for you. But, man, he's got some range.
Well, again, it's just, that's a shot you probably more often than not just need to let him take. Oh, boy.
And they're going to call a block.
Oh, my gosh.
Holy smokes, that's the call of the year right there. Man, oh sakes alive, and the Holdrege folks going, are you kidding me on that one?
Wow.
Mitchell Cole gets it. He takes the ball and literally pushes the defender down. It got called for a block. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
And we got it on tape right here. I can't wait to go back and watch it again. Jeez. I'm glad we got the call.
Oh, that was amazing.
But that was not a very good, in my opinion, that wasn't a good call.
I don't know how he could have been there any longer before the contact.
I've never seen a play like that where a player has the ball and just.
Well, he put the ball in the center of his chest, correct, and pushed him down.
Free throws on the way and good. 6 for Mitchell Cole in the third quarter. It's down to a 2-point game again. Holdrege 45-43. Yeah. Heinrichs the other way. Gomez Wilson. Now they call the offensive foul the other way, and the Holdrege folks aren't going to like that at all.
Oh wow!
As nice job, Jacob. And we got timeout. Holdrege wants to talk about it. 45-43. Quick break. We're back to Holdrege here shortly on Kicks 96.1. Yeah. We're back to Holdrege 45-43. We haven't played 3 minutes of this third quarter, and we had a lot of excitement first half. Wow, we've had a ton in the first 3 minutes.
Plenty of action going. Bison, great comeback so far to start this third quarter. 5:12 to go. So again, a 2-point deficit is all.
They've outscored Holdrege 9-3 in the quarter. Humphrey to the lane. Layups on the way, rimmed in and out. Rebound by Holdrege.
Boy, those rims can't be level, can they?
Under the 5-minute mark, 2-point Dexter lead, 45-43. Heinrichs has it between the legs dribble. Out front, long three by White. Pfeiffer is good. He hit one in the first quarter and hits it his second one right there. Humphrey has it, 48-43 Dusters. Evan, kick out. Keegan Johnson, left side, got it for 3, his second one of the game.
2-point ball game.
48-46. Heinrichs out front. Skip pass. They left open. Jackson Karn, baseline threes. He's missed a few. Rebound by Evan Humphrey.
Yeah, again, it just does not look like their other guys can score consistently. So, again, Bison got to keep the pressure on.
Chance for McCook to tie or take the lead right here. 48-46, the halfway point. Humphrey, top of the circle. 3 is going to be off the mark. Rebound. High for Gantz. Had it. Couldn't quite grab it. Here comes Holdrege. No numbers the other way. Jackson Heinrich lost the ball on the way up. Or was he dishing it? And he comes back. It's a steal against Mitchell Cole, and Mitchell's going to commit the foul. Dang it. His second.
Somebody's got to give him some help on that. Again, Heinrich was kind of grousing around about his missed fumble there and then came right back with the steal. So, again, somebody's got to help Mitchell there and make sure he's aware that he's hanging around like that.
Bo Beaker will check back in. Bison got big minutes from Bo in that first half. 48-46, 2-point Holdrege lead, 3:59 left. Pfeiffer trying to find Heinrichs. They go instead now top of the circle to Jackson Karn. Out front now to Pfeiffer. Karn top of the circle. Garrett Johnson got open on the screen. The jumpers missed it. Rebound Gans backside.
Yeah, again, no defensive rebounding for Holdrege at all.
Humphrey got ahead of the pack. Layups on the way. Good, nice job. Jacob Gomez Wilson finds him. We got a tie ball game.
Yeah, again, boy, Holdrege, all they're doing is working for screens for both Johnson and Heinrichs.
Heinrichs top of the circle. Pfeiffer baseline and out of bounds off the hands of Coy Johnson, who bobbles it out of bounds. And the Bison get it back with a chance to take the lead right here.
Yeah, again, boy, momentum clearly on the Bison side here. Just keep running out the quarter like this.
3:25 left, 48-48 ball game. A 16-6 advantage, if I'm right, for McCook in this quarter. Keegan Johnson, they bounce pass to Beaker in the low block, off the block. Humphrey has it. Little pick and roll action. Back to Bo and a great look at him. Oh, missed the layup, shot it short. Oh, boy.
Boy, beautiful give and go is right.
Oh. Heinrichs on the move. Floater inside the lane's good.
Boy, by the time he shot that, he was triple teamed, too.
Yeah.
And, again, just backed everybody down under the basket.
Gans the other way. Now Gomez-Wilson, 2-point Duster lead. 2:51 left in the third quarter. Gomez-Wilson, they post up Gans, and the pass a little bit to the right of Gans that time. Heinrich's right there. Here comes Holdrege off the turnover. Heinrichs has it, trying to use some screens. Runs out, nice shot. Gans forcing a baseline. Pfeiffer on the move. Nowhere to go now. Heinrichs with 2:31 left in the third. 50-48. Holdrege by 2. Heinrichs top of the circle now to Johnson. Johnson top of the circle now to Wyatt Pfeiffer. Karn has it. Baseline Swanson. Pfeiffer out front. On the move. Euro step. Oh, got to count that bucket? Woo! Wow, that's a lot of continuation. A lot of continuation. That's, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of continuation. Yeah. That foul was way back there.
He was 8 feet from the basket when the foul. He gave him the extra step and then put the ball in. I mean,
yeah, you and a kid.
We got to start to.
Pfeiffer got a gift that time.
Do we have to worry about 8 players out there or just 5?
52-48, 4-point game, and the free throw missed. Justice served. And
the ball knows, Rich, yeah. Just like volleyball.
Bison the other way, Gomez-Wilson. Skip pass now, Keegan Johnson. Beaker, Keegan Johnson top of the circle. Keegan looking baseline, Jacob Gomez-Wilson. Under 2 minutes left, third quarter. 4-point Bison lead, 52-48. Score update brought to you by MMB Bank. Woo. And the lob to Beaker. And with a loose ball picked up by Gans. The lamps on the way and good. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, look what I found is right. Right place at the right time, whatever you want to call it. But, yeah, Bison do not want to give up anything more or let this thing slip away back to 6 or 8 points here in the last minute and a half.
52-50. A little follow-away jumper by Heinrichs. Boy, they looked pretty smooth. He's got a game-high 23. And the net got caught up.
Net action,
yeah, okay, net got cut up. That's why we had the official stoppage in play. 54-50. Mitchell Cole will check back in. Bo Beaker will sit. Yeah, Heinrichs at 23. Johnson with 20. 43 of their 54 points. And here comes McCook. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. 54-50. Gomez-Wilson across the timeline. Out front. Pressure by Heinrichs. Return pass to Evan Humphrey. Got it partially tipped. Evan to the bucket. Some contact on the way up, but he kept his balance and he put it in.
Boy, yeah, I thought that was going to be either a great chance for a 3-point play or possibly a charge.
54-52 with a minute left. Heinrichs walks across the timeline. Dusters.
Look out for the screen.
Oh, yeah, almost could have been close. The moving screen. Heinrichs, another three's good. And contested, hand in his face, but he hit another one.
Gosh, just cannot let those two guys get open looks.
57-52. Gomez-Wilson top of the circle. Inside looked. Mitchell Cole. One power dribble up. Missed it short. Drew the foul. Mitchell to the free throw line for a 2-shot foul. With 41 seconds left, Mitchell back to the free throw line for a 2-shot foul. 4th foul against Pfeiffer. Free throw by Mitchell's going to be short. He'll get one more. Cole Guthrie will check back in. Pfeiffer with the 4 fouls will check out. Lucas Gomez-Wilson will check back in. Brett Frakel will check back in as well. Those guys starters didn't start the third quarter. This is the first minutes of the third quarter
exactly right. Yeah, no, and I mean, this comeback has been kind of spurred on by the players that got those early buckets in the first half.
Mitchell hits 1 of 2. Got a nice quarter going. All 7 of his points in this third quarter. 39 seconds left. See if Holdrege takes the air out and plays for a final shot. 57-52 Dusters. Heinrichs, top of the circle. 30 seconds left. Kick out 3. Karn bricked it badly, and a push-off against Holdrege. Push-off against Cole Guthrie that time, and we'll go the other way with it.
Yeah, improving his position on the rebound there. Again, the Holdrege fans not thrilled with that call. 57-53. I was thinking that they didn't put that point up from the second free throw, and a little bit of a delay. Maybe, did I pop that guy in the back of the head?
We had that in the girls' game where Coach Peterman had to go over and say, hey, you got to add 2 points to our score.
Yeah, again, I mean, I understand home court advantage, but please. Is that a Dominion voting machine?
Our scoreboard guy back in McCook would never, ever do that.
They have been flawless.
Ever. Ooh, nearly a double dribble.
Well, yeah, he traveled.
Yeah, they're going to call it.
Okay,
yeah.
Again. One referee is 10 feet away, the other is 30, and the one who's 30 calls it because the one who's 10 feet away couldn't.
57-53, 18 seconds left.
I don't get it.
Holdrege gets a chance to play for a final shot. I thought it was more a double dribble than anything. The way I didn't know if he
one or the other.
One or the other.
And
yeah.
Then,
Holdrege play for a final shot. Heinrichs across the timeline. He has been red hot in this quarter again. Johnson, deep three, top of the circle, short. Long rebound. Fraker tapes it to Humphrey. 6 seconds. Lead pass to Gans, and Gabe may be in 6-5, but it led him too far at that time. Goes back to Holdrege.
Yeah, again, could have taken a little bit off that, maybe just a little more of a lollipop, and he could have caught it in stride and laid her in.
3 seconds left. Coach,
defense?
Yeah, exactly. We'll get some players in there. Patrick Roke's going to check in for the first time. Bo Beeker back at the first time. Josiah Wilkinson back at the first time. You don't want any silly fouls right here. Tip pass by Beeker, and Heinrich saves it off of Wilkinson, and a second left. 1.5 on the clock.
Yeah, nothing silly here now.
Yeah. Inbounds pass Heinrichs, or Johnson Heinrichs. Tip pass by Beeker, and 0.7 on the clock. McCook not making it easy. That's for sure. One more time for the Dusters right here. And they'll inbounds, no shot. That's your third quarter. We'll go to the fourth, 57-53. Holdrege, fourth quarter in 1 minute on Kicks 96.1. Back here to Holdrege, fourth quarter, 57-53 Dusters. Our third quarter stats brought to you by McCook Clinic. Bison outscored the Dusters 19-15 in the quarter. Len scoring, got a lot of guys scored tonight. A lot of guys. So they're led by Evan Humphrey with 12. 7 for Jacob Gomez-Wilson and Mitchell Cole. All 7 of his points in that quarter. 6 for Keegan Johnson, 6 for Bo Beeker, 9 for Gabe Gans. Bison 3 of 4 at the line in the quarter, 6 of 11 for the ball game. Heinrichs and Johnson, 46 of their 57. Heinrichs at the game high 26, and Garrett Johnson with 20 points.
Gus Johnson, I think that's a Baltimore Bullet reference.
Or the old Bullets. He was with the Washington Bullets back when they played the Sonics in the finals. Yeah, back in the day. Long three by Heinrichs, no good. Rebound by Gans.
Yeah, again, Bison worked hard that quarter to get it to a 4-point deficit. Thought they might even close it further. But again, a couple of late shots by Mr. Heinrichs kept them at bay.
Bison trail by 4 with their first possession here in the fourth quarter from Holdrege High School. 57-53. Jacob Gomez-Wilson to the bucket against traffic. Got a block that time by Johnson. Here comes Heinrichs the other way on a 3-on-2. Heinrichs crossover dribble. Layups on the way, missed it. Rebound, loose ball. Heinrichs got it right back. Reverse layup, good.
Boy, yeah, just a couple players fighting for the ball, and then he's the recipient of that. So, again, 6-point lead now for Holdrege.
Heinrichs with 28 to lead all scorers.
Wow.
59-53. Keegan Johnson to the move, kicks it off, baseline. Gabe Gans steps out. 3 balls on the way, missed a rebound. Tip, it went off a Holdrege, went off a Karn last, and goes back to McCook.
He tried to fool the ref, and he just smiled at him, too. Yeah, I didn't touch it.
Everybody on the McCook side right here is just pointing that way, the clear cut that time. 59-53 off the inbounds, Jacob Gomez-Wilson. Out front now, Gabe Gans. 6-point game. Keegan Johnson has it. Looking to maneuver. Now Gomez-Wilson, baseline, Mitchell Cole.
Yeah, Gans has got a mismatch down low.
Yep, got a shorter defender. The lob to Gabe. Good catch. Traffic, whip pass backside. Humphrey, baseline, 3.
Get in there.
Missed it. Rebound by Heinrichs. Jackson.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I was pulling for it, too. I thought he had it all the way. Kick out Karn. You let him take that shot all day long. On the dribble penetration. Nowhere to go. Johnson has it. Out front now to Karn. And Mitchell Cole is 5 feet away from him. On the move inside. Swanson, a little floater inside the lane. Missed it. Rebound by Jacob Gomez-Wilson. And a foul and a push against Swanson. I think that'll be team foul number 6 against Holdrege. Next foul against the Dusters sends McCook to the free throw line.
Yeah, Ken Cook, very disciplined. You know, we said they had 3 fouls in the first quarter, played the second quarter almost, and only 2 fouls so far in the second half. Amazing.
6-point Holdrege lead, still 59-53, and 2 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. Mitchell Cole has a backdoor look to Gans. Layups right hand, missed it. Oh, they drew it up nicely that time, just couldn't quite finish.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he didn't get a little push in the back either.
Heinrichs the other way. High screen, pick and roll, Dakar and layup good. That was executed pretty nicely.
Yeah, that was really probably their best offensive play of the night.
And we got timeout. Coach Joe Imos wants to talk about it. 61-53, 8-point Holdrege lead. Back to Holdrege next on Kicks 96.1. Back here at Holdrege, Rich Barnett, Bob Golke, Cole Barnett doing our great camera work tonight. It's been a dandy in this nightcap. 61-53, Holdrege with an 8-point lead, but it's not done yet. A lot of time left.
Absolutely. No, you just feel, again, we're struggling uphill a little bit, but if we ever get there, you just think they'd be able to take command. But again, Mr. Heinrichs, Mr. Johnson got a little help this second half so far from a couple other players. But again, Bison done a good job for the most part, but again, just unable to, like I said, get over the hump totally.
Inbounds pass, Keegan Johnson, Jacob Gomez-Wilson now. Bison half court, left, right on the offense. 61-53 Dusters. Find Gans wide open, one power dribble, up and good. Count it, chance in a three-point play. And right now, they can't solve their Bison inside game right now very well.
Yeah, again, just a great positioning by Gabe Gans there. Got the pass, nicely done. Cole Guthrie picked up. No, they're going to give that to Jackson Heinrichs, and that is number 4.
Wow.
So, Luke, Bison got to find out who he's covering, and they're going to go right at him, I assume. Ooh.
And Gams banks the free throw.
Yeehaw.
Gee, mini Christmas. Gabe with 12 points, a 5-point game, 61-56. I had forgot a couple of fouls against Heinrichs. Number 4 in him. You're exactly right. 61-56, 5-point game. Heinrichs top of the circle.
Let's go out on an offensive foul.
Missed the shot, rebounded by Gans. That would be nice.
Yeah, he was begging for foul contact too. Not so sure he wasn't wrong, but I don't want to leave this game up to the 3 other guys on the court.
Humphrey top of the circle in a 5-point game. Evan maneuvering to the bucket. A lot of contact, and they call offensive foul.
Well.
For Evan, that's just his first, but the offensive foul. I was kind of hoping he would stop a little sooner, a little jump shot, but he kind of momentum kept going forward, and the
hard
crash
to argue with the actual call itself, but it's interesting because, of course, the gentleman who made it was has had a little trouble with blocks and charges tonight.
61-56, still Holdrege by 5 at the 5-minute mark here, fourth quarter. Heinrichs has it across the timeline.
Too early to milk the clock, don't you think?
I would think so. Heinrichs still trying to clear things out. No shot. Karn. We're going to leave him open. Boy, he wants to shoot it, but won't do it. Heinrichs the other way. Bison have 2 red shirts and trying in the area. Nice spin move by Heinrichs. That was a good move. Baseline, he hit another one.
Yeah, again, had that height advantage over Jacob Gomez-Wilson, and once he had position, it was easy basket.
Gabe can spin move, and he is using and abusing right now Cole Guthrie.
Yeah, again, he's unstoppable basically down low. Again, got to get a couple of defensive stops, though.
5-point game, 63-58. Gabe having a nice night. 5 in the quarter, 14 for the ball game. Heinrichs out front. Now it's White Pfeiffer in there with the 4 fouls as well. Johnson's been silent. They're another gunslinger out there with 20 points.
And thank goodness.
Yeah, and a tip pass recovered by the Bison. Gans comes out with it. Here comes Jacob Gomez-Wilson. Baseline, Keegan Johnson pulls the trigger. 3! Got it for 3, and it's a 2-point game. Keegan Johnson with his third three of the night.
This is exactly the time in the game where Holdrege had problems last night. So, again, Bison got to toughen up the defense and try and shut them down.
63-61. That probably in the back of their minds a little bit. Remember that last night?
Gotta be.
Heinrichs to the bucket. Count it. Chance of a three-point play. I don't know why things kind of cleared out. I'm not for sure. You think he's your top priority right there. You've got to stop him, and nobody stepped in front to do it.
Yeah, exactly right. Gosh, I just hate to give him that kind of a basket.
32 for Heinrichs in this one.
Mitchell Cole picks up his third foul. Again, even in that situation, it's better to hammer him and make him make it from the free throw line.
That's the fourth team foul against McCook. Got a couple of fouls to waste. 3:40 left. Heinrichs free throw. 7 in the quarter. 33 for the ball game.
Still keeping the Bison at arm's length.
66-61 two-possession game. Gomez Wilson. And a white pass to Bo Beaker, picked up by Pfeiffer. Layup's going to be on the way in. Good. Oh, that hurts. The Pfeiffer layup puts him in double figures with 10. The lead's up to 7. 68-61. I'd go right back to Gans against down low. Reverse layups on the way. Pretty moves on the way and good.
Wow, they got no answer for him right now.
Cole Guthrie's probably begging somebody else take him because I can't.
Double team, please. Anybody heard of that?
68-63 at the 3-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Heinrichs out front matchup against Evan Humphrey. And a loose ball picked up by Bo Beaker on a steal.
Yeah, no hurry. Get a good shot.
Oh, and a lead pass. Gans looking for Gomez Wilson, and Johnson was just hanging around and stole it away. Oh, timeout McCook, 7-point game. Back to Holdrege here shortly on Kicks 96.1. Back here at the McCook High School gym. Oh, I wish it was back in McCook. This would be a dandy back at the high school gym.
And a shorter drive home.
70-63, Holdrege by 7. A couple of mistakes there from McCook on a couple of passes led to a layup. And then both of them led to layups that time. Guards, I'm sure Coach Hymas, guards have to come back to the basketball. You can't afford the cross-court pass because Holdrege is lingering at midcourt for a steal.
Yeah, exactly right. And again, just part of that, like I said, you get it down to 4, got it down to 2, and then the next thing you know, a couple of baskets by Holdrege. So they're just able to keep us at arm's length at this point in time. But again, 2:48 to go, plenty of time here. But again, now the margin of error has been cut quite a bit.
Bo Beaker, Jacob Gomez Wilson, also Gabe Gans, Keegan Johnson, and Evan Humphrey. That's your 5 in there right now. Bison left to right on the offense. Gomez Wilson across the timeline. 70-63. Each possession crucial right here. Keegan Johnson. Baseline three's on the way. Got another one. Big 3, his 4th of the night.
Boy, monster shot there to get it back down to 4. We need some defensive stops right now.
Two-possession game. 70-66. 4-point game. 2:27 left.
Yep, Johnson and Heinrichs, get on them.
Floater to the lane, missed it, rebound.
Don't fight.
And yeah, Gomez, Wilson, and Beaker both going after it, and don't knock it out of bounds. Coach Hymas calling a play out. Chance to cut it down to 2 or maybe 1 right here with 2:12 left. Beaker the high post. Out front, Keegan Johnson. Thought about the 3. Step back 3. Top of the circle's on the way. Got another one. 5 for the game for Keegan Johnson. It's a 1-point game.
Boy, just again gave that little head fake and thought he might drive, but backed up and knocked it down for 3.
70-69. We're under 2 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Holdrege by 1. Heinrichs out front against Gomez Wilson. Try to draw the offensive foul, no call. Johnson, jumper's going to be short. Rebound by Gabe Gans and a chance for the Bison to take the lead right here.
Wow, good possession here. Now Coach Hymas not going to take a timeout, it doesn't look like, but he's calling out a play.
Right side, Keegan Johnson, Evan Humphrey, top of the circle. Keegan Johnson, whip pass to Bo Beaker. Layups on the way, miss. Putbacks on the way, miss, and drew the foul. Bo Beaker to the free throw line for a 2-shot foul and a chance to tie and then take the lead.
Yeah, again, this is where the Bison have made their money this second half, is down low like that. And again, first miss by Bo Beaker. Then great putback attempt. So again, Boy, it's taken a long time, Rich, but here we are. Chance for the Bison to probably get their first lead of the night. Is that possible?
I think it is. I don't think they had the lead at all. Trailed, 20. It was 25-14.
Right.
Holdrege got up to a red-hot start in that first quarter. Free throw by Bose on the way and shot it hard. And that was the first. He's 0 for 3 now. I think every one of them has been too hard.
Yeah, did not look comfortable with that shot either.
This is the tie of the game with 1:28 left. Free throw, 70-69. Free throws on the way. This one's good. One's better than none. We're tied at 70 in the fourth with 1:24 left in the clock.
Timeout.
Holdrege, the Holdrege dribbles right near the bench and will call timeout. 70 all. We're back in a minute to Holdrege next on Kicks 96.1. We're back. Holdrege, 70 all. 1:21 left. Holdrege with the basketball, Bob.
Give anything to have a mic in that huddle with Coach Imus.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Just to know what they're going to try and do. Not because he's doing anything extreme, but again, just would love to know the strategy that he's going to use for this last minute 20.
Hey, I tell you, but this entire second half, this 5, a lot of these guys have played the whole second half, no rest.
Yeah.
I think Humphrey's been in, Jacob Gomez-Wilson. I think Ganson have played the whole second half.
Yep, again, they've led the comeback.
Heinrichs trying to move. They kick out Karn, passes up to 3. Out front on Heinrichs, Gomez-Wilson. Jacobs had the assignment all night long.
Yeah, I think there's only 2 players that are going to shoot the ball, Rich, for Holdrege.
Jump switch by Keegan Johnson. Whip pass, throw it away! Heinrichs looking inside for Cole Guthrie. Threw it wide, and the Bison have a chance to take the lead right here at 59 seconds left.
Boy, again, the guy that's just built their lead all night long, and again, that pass just, on the road to nowhere.
Gomez-Wilson walks the ball across the timeline. And Coach Imus is going to maybe take the air out of it and play for a final shot, looks like.
Officials looking to see if he is going to take a timeout at some point. Doesn't look like that's going to happen necessarily.
37 seconds left, 70 all here in the fourth quarter. Heinrichs will get a little closer to get that 5 count on. Gomez-Wilson, baseline out of Bo Beeker. Now Gomez-Wilson has it. Dribbles back out near midcourt, 24 seconds left. I'm sure Coach Imus is going to call timeout here soon.
They'll set something up.
Exactly right. Down to about maybe 10, calling about 10 seconds left, maybe 8. We're down to 14. We're down to 13. Gomez-Wilson.
We're wrong on this one.
Down to 10. Down to 9. Oh, yeah. He's down to 7. And now he'll burn it with 5.5 on the clock. Wow. 5.5 on the clock. McCook will get the ball at midcourt. What do you draw up?
I mean, I think they're going to get the ball basically in front of their bench, aren't they? That kind of just.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. He pointed on the other end, or like he pointed behind, like his official with the basketball is going over their midcourt on the other side.
So it's going to come in from the opposite side of the court. So yeah, certainly, obviously, just designing one play for this position on the court. So again, I don't know. I'm a little surprised. I thought Bison might just, take the first good shot they had. But again, probably better. Again, haven't had the lead very often in this game, if ever. So probably best to save it for the last 5 seconds. Boy, this would be a gut punch to Holdrege, too. Again, 2 nights in a row.
I'd look for Gabe Gans down low because they haven't had anybody can cover him the second half a lot. And so I would try to look for him.
And in theory, you're either going to get a chippy or get a foul,
right.
And you would like to think that that's the case.
All right, Holdrege out of their huddle. McCook will be out of theirs here shortly. 70-70, 5.5 in regulation. Bison with the basketball midcourt. Far side.
Holdrege, they have timeouts left, so they may just take a peek here at what the Bison are going to do, then take a timeout.
Yeah, Holdrege has got 2. Bison have 1 left. Inbounds Keegan Johnson. Gomez Wilson has it with 5, with 4, with 2. They lob it. It's going to be intercepted, and we're going to go to overtime. So whatever drawn up that time didn't work, and Holdrege defensed it well. So we got extra basketball here at Holdrege High School going to overtime. 70-all. We're back after the break on Kicks 96.1. Back here to Holdrege, Rich Barnett, Bob Golking, and Cole Barnett running their camera tonight. Now both teams get an additional timeout in overtime, so the Bison have 2, and Holdrege now has 3. But whatever's drawn up, it didn't work. So, yeah.
Yeah, just but trying to go down low, kind of like what you talked. But again, just telegraph things, and pass was intercepted. But again, well, hey. Bison might be glad to be at this point, really, to start with. Again, it's been an uphill struggle all night.
Overtime, and the Bison win the tap. Jacob Gomez, Wilson, Mitchell Cole, Keegan Johnson, Evan Humphrey, Gabe Gans. That's your 5 out there right now. As Johnson has the top of the circle down to Mitchell Cole. Fakes the hand up, will go to the bucket. Layup's going to be on the way, blocked shot. And here comes Holdrege the other way.
Boy, it looked like a lot of contact down there.
Heinrichs runs into a roadblock. Kick out Johnson. 3's on the way. He hadn't scored for a long time until now.
Yeah, no, that was actually Coy Swanson. That was number 14.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, it's the first points of the game, certainly.
My bad. Swanson, his first points.
So...
And we got a foul going to be called against Holdrege as that pass was tipped out off McCook out of bounds. And they're going to give the foul to Holdrege.
Yeah, that ball was going to be going back to Holdrege, too, there. Like a little bit of a bailout.
Keegan Johnson, who lit it up once again from 3. He's got 5 threes in the ball game. Will go to the line for a 2-shot foul. 73-70 Holdrege in overtime. Free throws on the way. It's a 1-and-1 and missed it. Holdrege the other way. Lead pass down court to Swanson. No shot. Oh, looked like he walked. No call. Johnson out front now. Heinrichs. We played a minute of the overtime. 73-70 Dusters. Heinrichs won't use the screen. Dumps it on far side. Karn, top of the circle now. It's Cole Guthrie. Karn far side. Heinrichs. Gomez Wilson's been chasing him all night long. Now Humphrey has it on a jump switch. Johnson has it up front. They work baseline to Karn. Johnson gets it right back. 3's on the way. Got another one. Wow.
Yeah, back-to-back three-pointers by Holdrege. And again, Bison going to have to work hard in overtime.
2:35 left, 76-70. Johnson out front. The foul's going to be called against Coy Swanson. It'll be Keegan Johnson back to the free throw line. This will be a 2-shot foul.
Yeah, I thought he had a chance for the steal, but really didn't. And then, of course, kind of barreled over the McCook player there. So, again, Keegan Johnson can get a chance for a couple foul shots.
2:32 in the OT.
Still only 14 fouls for the Bison.
Yeah. Free throw by Johnson on the way and good. Keegan with 13 off the bench. 16 off the bench in this one. Brett Fraker is going to check back in. Mitchell Cole will sit. 76-71. One more free throw. Johnson on the way and good. 2-possession game still with 2:31 left. 76-72 Dusters. Karn splits the defense. Lost it. Bobbles it. Almost lost it again. And we have a reaching foul going to be called. And the Bison got some fouls to waste, so it's not entirely a terrible thing.
Exactly. May as well be aggressive while it won't hurt you.
Lucas Gomez Wilson's going to check back in. We're in the overtime. Bison had a chance at the end of regulation, 70-70, 5.5 on the clock. It could not get shot up. Karn off the inbounds. The lob, Heinrichs. Matchup against Evan Humphrey, picked up on jump switch by Gomez-Wilson. 4-point Duster lead, 76-72. Johnson has whip pass inside, knocked away, shot Holdrege. Yes, indeed. Oh, the official's going to overrule him. I bet you money. They're going to talk about it. It looked like it went McCook and then it went Holdrege. Nah, they're going to, okay, he won the battle. Good for you, guy. You've had your issues tonight, but he won the battle.
I know how that conversation went. You gotta let me have this call. Please let me have this call.
Exactly right. 76-72. Bison have it trailing by 4. Gomez-Wilson has it. Keegan Johnson, 3 for the wing. It's going to be short. Right there is Fraker. He saves it, but right to a Holdrege player. Here come the Dusters the other way. We're under 2 minutes left in the overtime. Heinrichs out front across the timeline. Take it right up. Barrels over. Going to call a blocking foul against Humphrey. And this will be just team foul number 6, so no free throws yet.
Wow.
Oh, that's not a shooting foul. It's not a shooting foul, guys. No. It's take it out of bounds. Yeah, come on. That wasn't close. Wasn't close to a shooting foul.
Come on, guys.
And timeout for Holdrege. We'll talk about it. 76-72. Dusters back after the break. It's Bison basketball. Kicks 96-1. Back here to Holdrege, 76-72 in the minute 46 left. Holdrege basketball underneath their own bucket. It's double bonus from McCook. 1-1 for Holdrege on the next foul against the Bison.
Yep, guys, got to keep playing that good defense. Try and get a turnover.
2-possession game still. Bison fought the way back to get it to have a chance to win at regulation after a tough first quarter, trailing 25-14. Inbounds pass by Karn. Looking for white shirts. Johnson has a baseline against Humphrey. Fraker picks up Heinrichs, poked the ball away. Brett trying to race down it. His speed's going to reach it. Out front now Humphrey. They'll set it up to Gomez-Wilson. Swinging now to Keegan Johnson. Three's on the way. Missed it short. Rebound by Gomez-Wilson with 90 seconds left. Whip pass inside to Gans. Jump hook inside the lane's good. It's a 2-point game, 76-74.
Yeah, Holdrege fans going ballistic thought that there was a travel before that possession by McCook. So again, 2-pointer, minute 23 to go, timeout Holdrege.
And
I believe.
I think McCook got the timeout. Yeah. I think Coach Imus called it, a minute 23. Quick break. Back to Holdrege shortly on Kicks 96-1. .123 in the overtime, 76-74. Bison get a bucket. Holdrege with the basketball underneath the McCook bucket. And a ton of time left.
Yeah, minute 23. That's forever.
Bison get a big steal by Fraker, and the one that led to the bucket.
Boy, talk about a hustle, too.
Yeah, his good speed ran it down. Heinrichs across the timeline. Gomez-Wilson racing to catch up with him a little bit. Shuts him down. Minute 15 left. Tough pass to Johnson. Clear cross court. Karn far side. Backdoor cut to Heinrichs, and I think they're going to call Gomez-Wilson, I think, with a hold from behind.
Yeah, a little push in the back when he started to dribble, so it'll be 1-1. Good player to foul, potentially.
It's Karn. Okay, my apologies. So Karn will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. And it is a 1-1. As some different players coming in the ballgame for Holdrege, they will bring in Nick Wildis back in the ballgame. 76-74, Holdrege by 2 with 1:09 left in the overtime. Karn, free throw, missed it. Too strong, long rebound, tipped by Gans and recovered by Fraker. Brett covered up by Heinrichs. Bison can tire. Take the lead. Tough pass almost picked up. Gomez-Wilson splits the defense. Left-handed layup. Good. Pretty move. Jacob Gomez-Wilson with a tie ball game.
Boy, amazing. Went to his left hand, too, for that layup. That was incredible body control.
Yeah, going right, left hand, kissed it off the glass. 49 seconds left. Tie ball game, 76-76.
Does Holdrege hold for the last shot?
Yeah, could. Possibly. Dusters have 2 timeouts in their hip pocket if they want to use them. Heinrichs near midcourt. Coach Hyman says, let's go out and play him a little bit. And timeout coach Runge wants to talk about it. Tied at 76 in OT. Quick break. Back to Holdrege next on Kicks 96.1. Back here to Holdrege, 70-70 after regulation. Holdrege scored the first 6 points of the overtime. Bison have fought their way back for the last 6. And 76-76 with 33 seconds left, Holdrege basketball.
Let's get it done in this one, shall we? Let's just get it done right here.
Quite the game. Bison girls won the opener for their 3rd win. The Bison boys trying for win number 6. In the pre-Christmas schedule, 6-1.
Each team with 1 timeout, according to the scoreboard, at least. Which has been shaky at times, by the way.
Forgetting to add points,
yes,
for the Bison. And Johnson, Fraker, Lucas Gomez-Wilson, Jacob Gomez-Wilson, Evan Humphrey. So kind of an all-guard lineup in there right now for the Bison. As Heinrichs, boy, Jacob almost snuck in from behind that time. I thought
exactly
might
right.
Try something there. Heinrichs, 25 seconds left. Closely guarded. That 5-second count is on. Jacob kind of fell down. Skip past Karn. Baseline Swanson. Baseline 3. Missed it. Rebound tipped out. New life for Holdrege. Swanson to the bucket. Block shot. Rebound Humphrey with 10 seconds left. Evan the other way. Keegan Johnson. Bison have a timeout with 6. With 5. With 4. Timeout Coach John Imus with 3.7 on the clock. Jeez. Wow. So here we are again, Bob. Here we are, just a little less time than at the end of the 4th quarter.
I wonder how late we can get a room in Holdrege tonight. But I'm not sure if that's who Holdrege wanted to take that. Coy Swanson with that shot from deep in the corner. And again, it looked good for a while, though. But again, Bison got that important rebound.
3.7 on the clock. We're in overtime, 76-76. Boy, the Dusters and Bison have had a instant classic. I would put it on the board on that one.
Well, okay, this is take 2, inbounds pass to win the game.
And let's see what Coach Imus, what does he draw up this time? Let's get a draw play so we get a shot up.
Officials right in front of the score desk here. Right. It looks like that's where they'll inbound it.
Exactly right. And 76.
Be a little quick with 3.7 though.
That's true.
Don't have time for a lot of fooling around.
Keegan Johnson's been hot from 3. Humphrey's hot from 3.
Yep, you go down low. Try to go for the layup.
Just isolate Gans down low, clear everybody out of the lane, and try to get him one-on-one and maneuver. What will happen? They got Humphrey down low. They have Gans probably for a screening situation. Here we go. 76-76 inbounds pass by Fraker. Looking, Humphrey has it with 3. Fraker, 3 at the buzzer is going to be no good. And here we go, overtime. I don't think the shot was intended for Brett, but Evan didn't have a position to Even though I'm surprised he didn't keep it and try it.
Right. Now, but again, I mean, the shot again looked good for a while.
Double OT from Holdrege. Quick break, back with a double OT. Next on Kicks 96.1. Back here at the Holdrege High School gym, double overtime. When's the last double overtime game we did?
Let's see. I think that was in '67. Is that when we did that? I think it was at Grand Island Northwest.
Wow, that's going back. We had some dandies at Northwest High School back in the day.
Amen.
All right, so, well, the Bison just couldn't convert in that first of regulation. And at the end of the first overtime, we're going to try it again, double overtime, 4 minutes on the board.
Yeah, hopefully, again, either one of two things. You hate to think that they've had their chances and they've slipped by, or else let's just get out to a 4 or 5 point lead and just put this thing away.
33 for Holdrege to lead all scores. Johnson with 25. Humphrey with 12. Keegan Johnson with 9, 12, 15, 17. Gans with a nice 9, 11, 13, 15, 7, 18 on the night. 76-76.
You can put your shoes back on now to count up those points.
It'll be Mitchell Cole back in to jump it against Jackson Heinrichs, who, again, has 4 fouls in there. And tip controlled. Heinrichs won the tap, but Gabe Gans stepped in front and got it. Let's see if McCook can get the lead.
Yeah, exactly.
First.
Would love to see him play from ahead for a change.
Jacob Gomez-Wilson has it right side. 76-76, second overtime. Humphrey, top of the circle. What a way to end the pre-Christmas schedule for Bison basketball. Wow.
Yeah, thank goodness they got time to rest.
Humphrey, free throw line, trying to size up Heinrichs a little bit. He'll back it back, right back out near midcourt.
Yeah, Cook going to go with a 4-down look. All guys along the baseline other than Evan Humphrey.
Gabe Gans trying to drive baseline, trying to maneuver. Good move inside. Jumper's good. Cole Guthrie still has no idea how to guard him.
Yeah, again, he's working his way down, then has the spin left or spin right, and it's been super effective down there.
78-76. Heinrichs left him open. Three's going to be missed. Long rebound. Jacob Gomez-Wilson. That's got to be a foul against Holdrege. Oh, they're going to call it against. Come on. You cannot call that. It was a long rebound out, and there's no way that's against McCook.
Yeah.
Gee,
my gosh.
Christmas, man. Not a chance. No chance in that's a McCook foul. Karn to the free throw line. Free throw is on the way and good. Oh, my gosh. 78-77, Bison by 1 with 3:08 left. Second free throw's on the way. Hit them both. Bison get the ball back. Gomez-Wilson the other way. Left, right on the offense. Double overtime. We're under 3 minutes left. High post, Mitchell Cole. Now Humphrey. Boy, deep three by Evans on the way. Got it for 3. Deep 3. Bison by 3.
Boy, just impressive. The NBA 3, without a doubt, wide open look for Evan Humphrey.
81-78. 2:44 left. Bison their 3-point lead again. Johnson, Karn, top of the circle, no hesitation. Shut off by Mitchell Cole. Swanson, return pass. Oh, kick to Keegan Johnson. Just grab it. Instead, got the foot out. He must have thought the white shirt was closer that time, and that's why he did it.
Great anticipation, though. That pass was going nowhere.
Inbounds pass by Karn. Swanson has it. Johnson now Heinrich. Bison by 3, 81-78, using a screen. Bison couldn't fight it. Missed a 3. Rebound tipped. Oh, it's out of bounds. Mitchell Cole could not grab it.
Yeah, Coy Swanson underneath there just causing enough havoc that the Bison couldn't grab it with no other contact. So, again, Holdrege with a chance to either tie or trail.
And that's a couple of times Heinrich's got good looks because we couldn't fight through that screen.
Yeah, it'd be a shame if he was cold.
Good tip by Gans and recovered by Holdrege. And they try to throw it off of Keegan Johnson right to McCook. Evan Humphrey bounce pass. Johnson layups on the way. Good.
I was just going to say we don't have to score.
Bob's going, no, yes. Bison by 5 in the double overtimes, 83-78. At the 2-minute mark here in the overtime. Heinrich, we didn't close. Heinrich had a good look. Johnson, three is going to be no good. Rebound, Evan Humphrey.
Maybe
Dusters
they've
up,
gone cold at the right time.
Yep. Now you got a 2-possession lead. Now keep running your stuff, but
a lot of time left. It's hard to burn this much, but may as well be patient.
Yep. Keegan Johnson out front. Free throws, both teams bonus situation. Gomez Wilson out front. Boy, I'd still look for Gans if they want to match him up against Cole Guthrie. He is used and abused. 15 for Holdrege on the basketball court in this one. Humphrey
Give him some help.
Bison have a timeout if they need it. Gomez Wilson playing keep away. A minute 20 left. Coach Runge says foul him. Stop him. And Coach Runge says we got to foul him, put him at the line. He kind of fouled the wrong guy, though. Evan Humphrey's a pretty good free throw shooter.
Well, and again, I mean, you have a couple. You can try and play good defense and let McCook burn as much clock as possible. But I agree with actually Coach Runge. I just soon let's get the ball back. We can't score if we don't have the ball.
Humphrey has not been at the free throw line yet tonight. This will be a 2-shot foul. First free throw is good. 84-78.
Boy, I tell you, there's potentially going to be a huge sigh of relief on that bus on the way home here.
Exactly. Minute 19 left. Humphrey for one more. Evan with a nice night with 16. Second free throw's good. 85-78. Here comes Heinrich the other way, right to left in the offense. Minute 13 left.
Do we get burgers if they score 100?
And a loose ball picked up by Humphrey. Maybe. Bison get it back on a steal with a 7-point lead, 85-78. Bob timed that comment out just perfect on a steal.
Didn't he? Yeah.
I don't think with a minute left we're going to hit 100 unless we go 2 more overtime.
Well, a couple more fouls.
And that's the 5th foul going to be called against Cole Guthrie.
Boy, I tell you, this has been a heck of a 2 days for Holdrege. Again, lose that lead to Gothenburg last night and then go double overtime with McCook tonight. This is awfully tough for the Purple to swallow.
Coach Runge will get Nick Weddis back in the ball game. I have to give our good buddy Coach Matt Thomas on the bench for Holdrege a call tomorrow and ask him what he thought of this one. Great years at Dundee County Stratton, coaching that girls program. Made the move a couple of years ago over to Holdrege. 85-78, Gomez Wilson. Free throw is going to be a 2-shot foul. Missed the first, he'll get one more. Jacob's got to be exhausted. He hasn't come out very much. He's been chasing Heinrichs around all night long.
Yeah, and plus, very effective bringing the ball up.
Right, exactly right. Second free throw is going to be on the way. This one is good. One's better than none. And Jacob in double figures now with 10.
He is going to get a little bit of a rest here.
Josiah Wilkinson, a burner in there. We'll check in. Bison by 8 in the overtime with a minute left. 86-78. Heinrichs will let it roll until Wilkinson puts some pressure on him. Josiah can keep up with him. Heinrichs, top of the circle, Johnson. Deep three, top of the circle, missed it in and out, and they've gone cold. And Fraker the rebound. And a foul could be called against Swanson.
Yeah, not quite time to relax totally, but it does appear as though the Bison are going to be able to win this one.
I would take it 2 free throws and it's a done deal because it'd be a 4-possession game. No, it'd be a 4-possession, it'd be a 10-point game.
Gee, I'm really glad we started early tonight.
Brett Fraker at the free throw line for the 2-shot foul. As Gomez Wilson will check back in the ball game. 86-78. Bison by 8 in the second overtime. Free throw on the way and missed it too strong. Almost thought he banked it that time. The Bison have missed a couple down the stretch here. Brett will get one more. 51 seconds left. 86-78. Second free throw by Brett's on the way. This one's good. 87-78. 3-possession game still. Heinrichs across the timeline. Going to take it right at Fraker. Jumper's going to be missed. Rebound by Gomez Wilson. Heinrichs got to be exhausted too.
Yeah, he's shoulders slumping a little bit now.
And Humphrey gets fouled going to the other end with 39 seconds left, and it's a done deal now. As Humphrey go to the free throw line once again for another 2-shot foul.
Well, it was worth it, Rich.
Oh, without a doubt. No
it
question.
took a while, but it was worth it.
Yes, indeed. Bison boys will be 6-1 at the break. As free throw by Evan rolls in. 18 for the senior. 88-78.
I mean, McCook's had some games here, Rich, in the last few years, but I'll tell you, they haven't hit 90 very often.
No.
I mean, this is 2 overtimes will do that, but.
Yeah. 89-78 with 35 seconds left. Heinrich's top of the circle. Just guard that 3. Let him take it. Short. Long rebound. Johnson right there. Now Heinrich's down to 25 seconds left. And a hand check against Keegan Johnson. And that'll be team foul number 9 and put Heinrich's at the free throw line for the 1-1. Heinrichs has not scored in a while, but he's got 33 on the night.
Yeah, again. Boy, again, thank goodness Holdrege was only a 2-man team for the most part tonight because, again, if those other players are chipping in,
exactly,
it's going to be tough.
Mitchell Cole, Gabe Gans will check back in. Fraker and Lucas Gomez-Wilson will sit. 89-78 with 23 seconds left. Free throw is going to be on the way and good. He'll get one more. Heinrichs will. $89-79, Bison by 10 in the overtime. Second free throw is on the way in and out. And it goes off. Ooh, that Gans went off what's his bucket? 22, Karn. I'm going to say Holdrege basketball. As substituting the guards for the post. 89-79 with 22 seconds left in the clock. Karn in the inbounds. Wennis looking for white shirts. Deep 3 by Heinrichs, no good. Long rebound, Johnson. He'll chuck it from long range on the way, no good. Long rebound, Karn. Putbacks on the way and missed it. And rebound, Humphrey. There's no need to foul. There's 8 seconds left. And Holdrege, smart thing, they will not. Bison will win double overtime here. 89-79 on the road. Post game is on the way shortly on Kicks 96.1. Back here to wrap things up once again at Holdrege High School gym as the Bison and boys in double overtime win 89-79. They did a great job battling back to make it 70-70. Had a chance to win it into regulation. Had a chance to end at the end of the first overtime, and they came out Holdrege missed some shots, Bison hit some shots, and win it by 10, 89-79.
Well, yeah, just an amazing game all the way around. Bison definitely pedaling uphill the whole game there. But once they did get the lead in the second overtime, it was over because, again, but this so long. And, again, credit to Holdrege. Mr. Johnson, Mr. Heinrichs just made life miserable in that first half, especially for the Bison. But, again, boy, oh, boy, they hung in there and just made the shots and they had to, and then finally got that lead in the second overtime.
Final stats brought to you by McCook Clinic. Bison, I had them 17 of 25 from the line. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's okay.
Not bad at all. Gabe Gans had 20 points off the bench in this one. 19 for Evan Humphrey, 19 for Keegan Johnson, 10 for Jacob Gomez-Wilson. 4 guys in double figures. Add in 7 points. Bo Beeker had some nice play off the bench tonight with 7 points. It was Mitchell Cole with all 7 of his points in the big third quarter. 5 for Brett Fraker, 2 for Lucas Gomez-Wilson, and 17 of 25 from the line. It was Holdrege led by 2 guys, and Heinrichs and Johnson scored 59 of their 79 points.
Yeah, just amazing.
Heinrichs with 34, Garrett Johnson with 25, 10 for Pfeiffer, 6 for Carnes, 1 for Guthrie, 3 for Swanson. I had Holdrege 7 of 11 at the line in this one. So big win for the Bison. Goes 6-1 before the break, and wow, never easy chore to beat Holdrege here on their home court.
No, 25 points in the first quarter, only ended up with 79. So I guess you could say the Bison defense definitely got better after that first quarter. But again, hot shooting night for the Dusters in the first half, kept him in the game, and they were able to keep McCook at arm's length until finally there in the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter, Bison got a little more momentum and were able to fight through some, let's just say, questionable calls for one thing, and then, again, just to be able to keep their focus. And again, they made a living in the paint. I mean, that's just it. Holdrege had no answer. Actually, I'm a little surprised Mr. Heinrichs was not down there trying to help him down low, but he stayed out of the post area, and it worked to McCook's advantage. Mr. Guthrie fouled out, and I forget who else was down there low, but they just were no match for Gabe Gans. Bo Beeker got more rebounds than points probably, but again, really, really timely with most of those.
Todd Johnson down there, Keegan's dad. He is happy as can be. His boy came through with some big threes. So it's going to wrap it up for coverage tonight. We're off for a couple of weeks with no games on Kicks or the Hawk, and I'm going to enjoy it for a couple of weeks because our schedule is going to be heavy duty with Mark, Bob, and I into January and February.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what you get for Christmas presents, Rich.
I'm kind of intrigued myself. That's right. For Bob Golke, I'm Rich Barnett. A big thank you for Cole Barnett making the trip, his expertise doing the camera and the graphics and everything tonight. One day he's going to figure out how to do replay on this thing. And give him time. He'll figure out how to replay and everything. And, boy, we'll look out for that.
Not concerned.
You bet. Have a great weekend. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Thanks for listening to Bison Basketball. We got Absolute 80s coming up here at the top of the hour, 8 o'clock on Kicks 96.1.